Hello, everyone, and welcome to the 16th episode of the D20 Initiative's second season, Pages and Mages. This episode is called You Can't Pick Your Family, but You Can Pick the Lock. This is an exciting one-shot, so if you're new here, this is the perfect point to jump on. Welcome. We're so glad to have you with us. Now, before I get too much further, we at the D20 Initiative would like to take a moment to recognize that we are settlers coming to you from Calgary and Vancouver. These are places with a deep history and a legacy of storytelling. In the spirit of respect and truth, we honor and acknowledge that we are telling stories in the traditional territories of the Blackfoot people, the Nakota people of the Stoney Nation, the Beaver people of the Tsuut'ina Nation, the Métis Nation of Alberta Region 3, and all people who make their homes in the Treaty 7 territory of Southern Alberta, as well as the traditional, ancestral, and unceded territory of the Coast Salish peoples. Well, without any further ado, let me introduce you to our team of adventurers. Our heroic players today include, returning viewers will recognize our dragonborn rogue, Girrardo Karinseao, played by Justin Bourne. Our regular D20 cast member taking on a new role, playing the dwarf monk Grilmond Graystrike, it's Alan Johnson. And now for our special guests, James Ironshield, an elven warlock, known to his friends as Earthworm James, played by Eric Svilpis. And a bard of orc halfling heritage, it's Maikar Starsgaard, played by Kunji Ikeda. Our guest Dungeon Master tonight is Jason Mehmel. We have Emma Brager on sound, and my name is Calvin DiSilva, your Master of Ceremonies. Now, returning viewers, there's our sound. Now, returning viewers know what is about to go down, but in case this is your first time, there will be times when we want you, the audience, to tell this story with us and have your hand in altering the very fate of our party. As we mentioned in the chat, this world is lousy with errant magic, and sometimes that magic affects our adventurers. We need 4 volunteers, 4, from the audience to represent that chaos. If you're interested in volunteering, just type me or I will in the chat some way to let me know you want to volunteer. Twisting our players' destinies is very simple to do. As a volunteer, all you have to do is choose the right moment and type squeak in the chat. This is a little callback to our roots at Dickens Pub, back when we could gather in person and we handed out small rubber chickens to our audience members. It was fantastic and we miss it dearly. Now, keep in mind, you can only squeak a maximum of 2 times tonight, once in each act. So for the first act, our all-knowing DM Jason will let the audience know when squeaks can come into play, and the second act is all fair game. Your first squeak will trigger an entirely random effect. After the break in the second act, your squeak will trigger the same effect as before, so you can be strategic. Squeak at the most inappropriate time and let's see the players scramble to make it work. It's hilarious. Or, you can actually help them out. So I should also mention, not only are we granting you immense power over our players, but each night, one of our volunteers will be randomly chosen to win a mini from our awesome partnership with Yeti Minis. Tonight's mini is going to be a surprise reveal from our DM Jason, so stick around till the end of the show. But for now, you can head over to YetiMinis.com, take a look at the awesome work they do. I know you're going to want one of these little beauties, so I will announce the winner at the end of the show. Again, let me know in the chat if you'd like to volunteer. And speaking of the chat, get in there. I'll be chatting with folks all night, and I'm a fun guy. You'll see. Now, if you're new and have comments or questions, ask away. As long as you're not going to be one of those rules lawyers that's just so eager to tell us about what we're doing wrong. So please refrain from those comments. We greatly encourage live tweeting with the hashtags hashtag Pages and Mages and hashtag D20 Initiative. And you can find us on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Twitch, and YouTube. We are also available on email at d20initiative.yyc@gmail.com. You might notice some of our casts have these lovely beverages from the awesome folks at Zero Issue. Yeah, don't you want to be cool like us? Well, you're in luck, because if you are in Calgary, Airdrie, and Cochrane, you can use our code D20 Dungeon to get 10% off a delivery. They credit their artists. Every beer they brew is a new issue. They're local. It's high time to check out Zero Issue. All right, so with that, I'm going to have a look at the chat and see if we have any volunteers for Squeakers. All right, so we do have a few, I'm going to say. All right, so Doobie Doo, I'm going to assign you to Girrardo. So Doobie Doo, you will be squeaking for Girrardo. And then we also have Chickadee X, who I'm going to assign to Earthworm James. And Marcia, our dear Marcia, will be squeaking for Grilmond Graystrike. Okay. And until we get another volunteer, I will be squeaking for Kunji, for Maikar. So get in there if you want to volunteer, because I'm not going to be kind to Maikar. I'll tell you that
Calvin. I'm new.
Oh, look at that. Look at that. MacGyver came in at the last moment to save you. So MacGyver will be squeaking for you, Maikar.
That is kind of MacGyver's thing. Like, saving at the last moment.
Swooping in. Classic MacGyver.
All right, so with that, I'm going to hand it over to our DM, Jason, who will lead us on this wild adventure. Onward, heroes.
Well, thanks very much, Calvin. Welcome. So join me as we pull aside the tapestry of our everyday world and take you instead to a place of adventure, magic, and probably, at least tonight, some hijinks. In our overall story, we've been telling you the important events of two magical libraries, separated by time and space, but linked by a dynamic team of heroes who are doing their best to protect these libraries and what they stand for. The heroes flit between the worlds as needed to preserve the pages. Tonight, we're going to tell the story of one of those heroes from before he entered the library, one Girrardo Karinseao, who had the whole life of adventure and intrigue many years before. Girrardo had a different team of heroes with him back then, in the shadow of the Candlekeep Library. He was working in both secrets and violence for the Silver Forgers Conclave, a dwarven association that had the undisputed hold on gambling in the Candlekeep region, with patrons coming in from as far away as Baldur's Gate. They run games that delight the intellect of librarians who may want a change of pace from their important calling. But there has been a new challenger to their operations, a gang of elves calling themselves the Fairy Court, and they're meeting tonight to discuss their plans. It's a moonlit night, with scattered clouds floating above the fortress library. The full moon illuminates a small outport where a few trading ships have docked to help stock the library with necessities. And on the edge of the outport is a large complex run by the Fairy Court. Now, our heroes have already infiltrated the area, getting past the guards, and they now find themselves on a rooftop with a broad window in the ceiling glowing from the firelight below. Heroes, now's a great time to introduce yourselves. Tell us about yourselves and how they find you on this moonlit night. Girrardo, perhaps we'll start with you.
I'm Girrardo. You see a young, tall, strapping copper dragonborn whose movements are so graceful they seem unnatural. He was raised in dwarvish culture as a sneak thief rogue. He has a flowing, bristling dragon mane and confidence for days. He wears a studded leather armor that is barely noticeable from regular clothing. But once you notice it, it fills you with terror. He wears a rapier on his hip, a bracelet on his wrist, and an SFC membership ring. He is working on a plot to enter from this rooftop. He is plotting while repeatedly picking and relocking the skylight.
Grilmond, perhaps we'll go with you next.
Yes, a short dwarf who must be at least 60 to 70 years old crouches next to the party on the roof. He has a long, unkempt gray beard, a bald head, and his green eyes give off a youthful exuberance. This is the dwarven monk Grilmond Graystrike. He wears a navy blue tunic, navy pants, and a pair of bracers on his arms that give off a slight magical blue glow. He carries a large spear on his back and smiles at the group, something they're all used to seeing. His older appearance is only obvious by looking at his face, as he is fairly well built and clearly keeps things, to use a phrase he himself would never use, tight. He cracks his knuckles, ready to throw down if need be, but also looks to Girrardo to indicate their next move.
That's excellent. Well, now, Earthworm James.
Before you stands the very image of elven grace. Long almond hair and brilliant emerald eyes with otherworldly features. I am Earthworm James Ironshield. Aided by a pact I made with the Fey Queen, Titania, in an attempt to find my birth parents, my quick hands and exceptional skills in games of chance have deftly saved many from the burden of an overweight coin purse. Raised amongst dwarves alongside his friend Girrardo, he is a highly non-traditional elf and is currently squatting on the rooftop trying to see what his Fey-touched elven eyes can see.
And last but not least, Maikar.
Down on the street, you hear two people laugh and the unmistakable sound of a really good hug before the final member clambers up on the rooftop. They are a short, sturdy, orcish halfling with dark curly hair cut into a stylish bob. Their svelte yet curvaceous demeanor has a spring in their step as they've just finished making a new friend while doubling to distract while the other members made it onto the roof. Maikar Starsgaard, the aloof, good-natured bard with their staff and lute, is ready for anything and nothing at the same time.
Excellent heroes. One last thing here to note, actually. The Silver Forgers Conclave gives each team member a silver bracelet. They say it's a symbol of your entry into the family, but it's also an open secret that it's meant for the tracking of the whereabouts of their operatives. So now, when you entered the grounds of this complex, you each felt a tingling from the bracelet. The tracking magic of the bracelets canceled out the detection magic of the elves. That was a lucky break. But it's left the bracelets open to a thread of wild magic. And from here on, the squeaks can apply. And with all of that said, so yes, you're now on this rooftop. You've got this window, this rooftop window in front of you, glowing with firelight. It's a moonlit night. You're all crouched or in general positions around there. What would you guys like to do next?
What do we see through this window?
So what you can see so far, what you see looking down into it is essentially like sort of a medieval version of a conference room. It's like a large. It's got a large brazier, not brazier. What am I saying? A fire pit, or no, a fireplace. God, nouns. This is not the only time that will happen, ladies and gentlemen.
Is it a brazier or a fire pit, or what is that?
It's a fireplace.
I think it's a fireplace.
It's a fireplace. Yeah.
I've seen fireplaces in my day.
Oh yes.
Yes.
It turns out you're all fire use aficionados, so you're all kind of like debating the right terminology, and that's anyway. The point is, there's a fireplace, big fireplace, blazing in the side, and a large table in the center of the room that you're looking down on, and around that table is like got to be about 15 elves that are all sitting there, tightly packed, and then more elves that are sitting around the corner, and on the far end. You see this in full leather. No, I should not stop that sentence right in that spot. In like a full leather armor, daggers on like every extra part of his body, like on his shoulders, on his hips, down on his legs. There's just blades everywhere on this guy. He's the one taking in the room as people are gathering and like coming into place. So this meeting here is about to happen.
Do I recognize this man or this person in leather armor?
Yes, you do, actually. Where is my... Sorry, I've got my list of names. What the Silver Forgers Conclave has already heard is that Oberon Yaloran is the head of this fairy court that's coming into town. They're looking to install new games of chance to compete with our Silver Forgers Conclave. So it's a solid bet from all the daggers that's the leader, from what you heard.
That looks to me to be the leader, Girrardo.
Yeah, thank you, Graystrike.
You're welcome, yes.
That makes sense to me, too. Okay.
Aren't you glad you brought me on this mission?
It's been great so far.
Beautiful
figure
night,
out...
though. Am I right?
Yeah, yes. Yes, it is.
What's next, fearless leader?
Dear DM,
Yes.
we know that the fairy court is setting up shop. What do we know? Obviously, we've come to this meeting, and we know that the meeting is happening. Do we know what this meeting is supposedly about?
Other than knowing that, like, this is kind of this is basically them getting ready for their big play, is what you know. So this is like
Plays.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. So they're basically like, this is like the this is like the corporate team meeting, getting everybody on page.
So have we been sent here to steal their plans, or have we been sent here to take out
information?
You've been sent here to find out the plans. I think any kind of more final solution might be up to you, but yes, to find out their plans is kind of what you're here for.
And these elves that are around this table, they seem like they probably all know each other pretty well. There's not a missing member, an elven missing member that maybe they don't know what they look like.
You would have no way of knowing that, I think.
No empty seats at the table.
There's no empty seats.
There's a footstool down there, though, next to the fireplace. Maybe someone's gonna sit there.
Why don't you keep investigating that? Yeah, we'll maybe use that later.
Now within the there's a clear there's a window or a skylight, correct?
Yeah.
Now below, is there rafters or anything? Like if we went in through the skylight, is there a way to remain above the room without getting down in the room, or is it just basically nowhere else to go?
Yeah, there's no it's not that big a room. Like it's not a
it's not like a great hall.
No, yeah.
Gotcha.
You may have exceptional.
You may be like a story and a half higher than the floor of the meeting, if that makes sense, from looking down.
Yeah, and there's no rafters to perch on.
No, I mean, you guys are currently in the rafters, basically, or like in the top level. Yeah.
Right.
I would like to cast Detect Magic on myself and have a look and see if anything is gleaming in any particularly interesting manner.
Okay, so when you cast that, is there anything that happens like when you do that? Is there like a particular kind of way that you summon your power here?
Yeah, my eyes just kind of, the emerald gleams a little bit more like it's kind of like Lady Galadriel, maybe on like a 6 instead of like 11.
Right. Okay. I appreciate the Galadriel level we established.
Yeah, because she gets pretty intense there. It's not that much, but just like a little like gleam in the eyes. And
yeah.
Do I see any like I guess I'm specifically looking for like magical wards or anything like that in between us and the. But really, what do I see?
What do you see generally? Yeah. So the every dagger on the leader's body is glowing. So you're seeing a lot of magic coming off of that guy.
I
And
elbow Grilmond and I'm like, I think you probably want a couple of those.
Oh, I would agree.
Mm-hmm. Great.
And,
Thanks a lot, Jim. Now you got him thinking about daggers.
You also detect like a few of the other lieutenants that are sitting at that table. Like one of them has a ring that you notice that you can detect through this, and another one has a pendant that he's wearing that you can detect that. The pendant actually, that one has an odd kind of a glow to it. It's not the same as like a typical magic item. It seems linked to something that isn't in the space. So it's like you're seeing half of a magic item.
I feel like Eric knows what this is, but can James make an Arcana check or something to see if he can recognize what this is?
Sure, yeah. Always. You can always make a check.
Nice. Oh, where are my dice? Where did I put them? Over
Yeah,
here.
Maybe you can.
How many other lieutenants are there, like at the table?
Ooh,
There's
that's an 8.
Oh,
An 8.
yeah, it's about like I said, it's a solid there's something half magical about that.
Okay.
There's 4 other people who look basically like as put together as the leader, and everyone else is essentially looks like a lieutenant or an enforcer or there's some that are just basically low-level guards that are making sure that everything seems to be secure on the doorways.
And how many people in total are there?
About 23.
Oh boy!
Or about, there are
I don't
23.
think we should go down and fight. That's my suggestion.
Thank you for thinking so clearly there,
Yeah,
Graystrike. I
Girrardo,
really appreciate
Girrardo.
that thought.
Yeah.
Boss
Okay.
G, what do you
Yeah.
think? I could send a message down to one of their minds,
Whoa.
telling them that they're going to be squeezed out and have to sit on the footstool. What do you think? What do you think? What do you think?
I
What do you
think
think?
that-
I really
think
like
they
where
would
your mind is
definitely not
going.
like
I
that.
think footstool maybe isn't broad enough. Why don't you keep thinking about where they're gonna get squeezed to?
Right out to the street. They're gonna
Yeah,
get
that
squeezed
they're
out to the. Yeah.
okay. Let's
Yeah.
let's just hold for a moment on that one. But yes, I think. Again, so DM, we came up onto this roof. What caused us to think that this would be a good plan to be on the roof?
My God, look at the stars. My God, look at the
good point.
stars, and it's so happy.
Oh yeah, okay. Other than maybe Maikar liking the stars, let's.
That's an excellent point. Essentially, as you said, you knew you were here for, or as I said, you knew that you were here to find out more about what they're planning, and you knew that there was going to be a meeting. With enough reconnaissance ahead of time, you were able to see that probably this skylight is going to be the most, basically the best rooms and the places the rich people always hang out or that have the nicest windows, and so there's sort of an educated guess that this would be the best place to go to catch the meeting.
Great.
So really, we should be eavesdropping on what's happening here.
So this is going to lead to my next question: is the fireplace lit?
It is, yes.
Maikar, how do you feel about fire?
I love fire. That's how I know that's a fireplace, and that footstool is the place to be.
Do you have any resistances to fire or anything like that? Or you get infected like the rest of us? Just
yeah.
burn, baby,
yeah,
burn.
Yeah,
Okay.
Yeah. I could shield myself.
fire's hot.
I could
Yeah.
shield and then jump into it, and the fire would have like a 1 in 20 chance of hitting me.
Would it though?
Interesting idea. Again, I think maybe still focus on the mind message. I think that's your better idea so far.
I got a jab. Let me know.
Who were you talking to out on the street there earlier when we were sneaking up on the roof?
Oh, that was some of the. I think that was some of the low-level door watchers. Yeah, they just made sure that I mean, it was a really great guy. His name was Chazwiz, and Chazwiz was all about the moonlight, and so we got into this really great chat. But
I feel like I heard the unmistakable sound of a hug. Is that true?
It was a really good hug. I think we're gonna hang later if neither of us die.
Excellent.
And I should say here, actually, Maikar, that Chazwiz is standing actually right behind the person who's wearing that pendant.
Oh my god!
Like, whoever he's working for, like in terms of the hierarchy, he's probably connected to that guy.
Sorry, that's Chazwiz right there?
Yeah, there he is. That's Chazwiz.
Okay, I think...
Red frizzy hair, like, it looks like he could, like, give a real good hug. That's the guy.
Do you think you could send him a mind message and get yourself invited into the room to maybe play some music for these people?
Hell yeah, hell yeah, hell yeah.
Interesting. So, that could work. What do you guys think of this plan of maybe, getting Maikar... Wow, he always...
He's ready with his loot all the time.
Yeah, we all came with weapons.
He's always ready.
You just give me the word.
I think it's a great plan.
Yeah.
Better than me jumping down there and fighting them all.
Definitely. I think an invite usually is better than jumping in and fighting them all.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right,
Invite, not in fight.
That's right.
Zeroes in on Chazwiz.
Yeah.
And starts to like weave this message that's like, yo, Chazwiz, my dog, what do you say to some tunes for the whole of your crew before it gets going? I think you'd all really dig it, and big knifey guy seems like he would really love to cut a rug.
I'm glad that we don't hear this.
Just so I know, is that like a specific like what kind of effect does that spell have?
It's message, it's cantrip. The target and only the target hears the message and can reply in a whisper that only I can hear.
Okay.
But I let him know I'm so ready to come in, and it looks like his dogs could really use some like jovialing and up. They look like a real musically inclined crew.
Okay. So Chazwiz is like you sort of see him sitting there, and then he kind of like has this like, whoa, what the? Maikar?
Yo, dog, yeah, it's me.
Is that you?
Yeah.
You how the heck am I even hearing you?
Yo, magic, dog. Come on, please.
Oh yeah, you said you were like super good at this bard stuff.
Yeah, I mean, it's like the magic in the moonlight we were talking about. Like, some of that lives in me, and some of that lives in you, Chazwiz.
Ah, yeah. I mean, sorry, dude. Like, we're in a big meeting right now. Otherwise, I'd love to hear more of your music.
Yeah. All good, Doc. They don't want like an interlude. How long's this meeting going on for? What are we talking?
I mean, maybe I could get like maybe I could get a good perk if I like suggest some entertainment. But like, wait.
Yeah, you might. Yeah.
I thought you were like, I heard a rumor you were part of like the Silver Forgers conclave. Is that true?
I got something in my throat. I got something in my throat, dog. You don't.
You wouldn't lie to me. You wouldn't lie to me, would you?
No, Chazwiz. Yeah, I mean, sometimes I hang out at their bar. They pay well when I play them the music,
But like, it's not like you're not like going steady with them, are you?
Well, Chazwiz, I mean, sometimes I hang out with them again but I would love to play music anywhere and everywhere. And so, yeah, sometimes it's there, but I hope it's in your heart and in the hearts of all these pals in this meeting.
Well, let me see if I can suggest something and get you in.
All right, Chazwiz, I'm not gonna lie to you.
You're not gonna lie to me about what?
No, dog, like in general.
Okay.
Starsgaard, how'd it go?
Well, I don't know. Let's watch and see what he does.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He's thinking about. Did you not hear?
No, you're in your mind. So.
Oh, yeah. Well, I relay what we just said.
And then I was like,
listen,
he was like,
Earthworm James, are we going steady?
No.
Oh, good. Because he asked me that, and I was like, dog, I didn't know. So, okay, good.
So,
it's fine.
yeah, go ahead.
Starsgaard, just a tip on deception in general. It's not a lie if you believe it.
Love that.
It's true.
I love that.
Yeah.
That's so good.
So
That's so good.
you just use that. That's gonna help you.
Great.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're looking through the window there, and Chazwiz taps his boss on the shoulder and starts whispering in his ear. And then the boss is kind of like, what the hell? And then he looks over at Auberon, and Auberon is kind of like, he's looking really kind of like he's reviewing like a parchment with some numbers on it, and he's looking pretty stressed out and everything like that. And he kind of goes like, maybe. And then you see him sort of stick his hand up, and you can hear him say like, Auberon, maybe like we've been at this like for like hours now. Do you think maybe like if everybody's here, we could take like a musical break? And Auberon kind of gives him this like, what the hell are you asking? Look,
Starsgaard, you got suggestion or something? You could nudge him in the right direction. You got any of those powers?
I cast suggestion.
Yes.
You listen to some music.
You need music. You're tired as hell. This is it's been going on way too. Just have some fucking levity. A little bit. Just a little bit. Clear everyone's mind.
all right. I'm gonna just to fast forward some of the details of this. Maikar, you're gonna go back down to the front of the building,
Yeah.
where you met Chazwiz, and he's gonna come and get you, and he's gonna bring you into the room.
We have the best hug. It's like the best hug.
Yeah,
And I hear it. I think he hugged again.
that was an
When I
audible
yell
hug
out, yeah, you feel
with
it.
extra claps.
Sounded like a hug, friends.
Sounded like a hug. Oh my god. Anyway, yes.
Starsgaard, just before he goes down to meet with Chazwiz, at some point when you're getting set up, just give that stool by the fireplace a good kick so it gives it a really good clatter, okay?
You want me to kick the stool?
Can you make it look like an accident? Oh, I realize what I'm asking you. Can you accidentally kick the stool? Oh, that doesn't sound right. Can you just make a loud noise? Can you just make a loud noise right before you start?
Yeah.
Cool.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
Perhaps
Loud
like a
noise, full
1,
stop.
2, 3, 4. You know, like that's. I hear musicians do that.
For what?
I think they call it a count-in.
Yeah, that sounds right.
Count
All
out.
right. So yeah, Maikar heads on down. Great hug. Heads into the room.
Yeah. 20 different elves turn their heads at you when you come in. Auberon is like a hard case. He's not looking happy about anything right now.
I turn my eyes to like the softest gazes that are like ready for some like eye hellos, and I send at least 3 different eye hellos, trying to hit the generals if I can.
All right.
You know, like the.
Excellent.
Can I roll performance on those?
Yes, you can.
Okay, that is an 18. That is a 27, my dude.
Woo!
Pretty good eye hello.
Yeah.
You know, Auberon himself is kind of going like, okay, well, you know, he kind of leans back in this big chair that he's sitting in, is just kind of like, all right, you know, I could use a break. Let's go.
All right. So Maikar gets all set up, like right next to the stool, and then like has this moment of like looks to the stool, and then looks up, and then looks at the stool. Four stools. Okay, listen. So everybody, and then as he goes forward to like talk, his back heel like hits the stool and it like flips up, and then as he's like trying to catch it with his back heel to put it gently back on the ground, that's what he's gonna try and do with an athletic. Like he kicks it up in the air, stumbles forward, but then tries to like do one of those things where you like gently put it down with your feet.
Okay.
Can I roll athletics to see
Yes,
if
you
it
can.
comes
Yeah.
down?
I saw you already rolling, so I was just waiting for the resolution.
Okay, that's a 13.
That's
So
a
it
13.
might make a little, it might make a little sound.
Yeah, there's a bit of a clatter there. The stool like rolls away, into the corner of the room, making a bunch of sound.
Maikar seems so happy with it.
A bunch of the crowd actually are they're now thinking this might be more of a comedy show than a song, but they're still enjoying it. Girrardo, was there something that you were going to do on the moment of that?
I did realize that maybe I should have asked the DM this before I asked Maikar to do this. Is there a way to like open this window so that then we can hear? Like I was trying to use the clatter as a distraction.
Yeah. Well, I'm even going to take this mulligan a little further back and say, do you want to like pick the lock for the window? Like as he's we'll just
absolutely.
do that roll now. Yeah.
Oh yes, of course.
Meanwhile, I'd like to do some like meditating and tai chi kind of things.
Excellent.
That's a 23 on the lockpick.
Nice. Okay, and so because you're waiting for the for the clatter, you're like literally like you've got the pieces, like the little like
I got the last pin just like waiting to be clicked.
Yeah, exactly. And then clatter, like
yeah. That's exactly what I want to happen.
Yeah. And with such grace and skill, you like lower up a piece of the window, and something might be happening.
Oh no!
Something is happening.
And then Girrardo falls in the room.
Because Girrardo,
oh no,
Doobie-Doo has squeaked for you.
Doobie-Doo!
And
Doobie-Doo has squeaked for you.
And so why don't you go ahead and roll me a d20? Let's see what fate they brought for you.
If you want me to. All right, what do we get? That's a 10. Smack in the middle.
All right. So, an eye appears on your forehead. You have the strange urge to make triangle shapes with your hands. Onward, heroes.
What? This I don't know.
Girrardo, there's an eye on your forehead.
Girrardo, you gotta
going on?
quit that. Okay, stop.
Does
So
it smudge?
you lever the window open with your triangle hands, and then you're actually looking into the group, like through your. Yeah, there you go.
Mm-hmm.
Through the ceiling with the
And so for now, there's no discernible effect other than that's happening.
Okay.
Okay. So the Maikar, do you want to play your song now?
Oh yeah,
Are you ready for your song?
I've been tootling. I feel like I've been tootling this whole time.
Okay.
Yeah. We start with like a kind of a gentle lick opening, but then as we go along, I feel like I want to initiate my enthralling performance, which will.
I love bards.
My enthralling performance is going to try and get 3 different characters charmed by me through the performance. So we're definitely going Oberon. We're definitely going Chazwiz, and we're going the lieutenant that is closest to the footstool. And they're all going to have to roll a wisdom saving throw. And if they fail, they're charmed for an hour.
Okay, wisdom saving throw here. Let's see. And what's the? It's against your
DC 14.
DC 14. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so Oberon,
no.
in whatever magical way you can sense this, it sort of brushes past him.
We're gonna have to take a pause right there because Maikar, you've received a squeak from MacGyver. So let's go ahead and roll a d20. And,
In fact, let's take it back from before your spell was cast.
no.
Like the intent of the spell, but I want the squeak to happen as the magic is happening.
Okay, I'm gonna roll down into this. This is Dan's Dice Tower. You can follow on Instagram and get your own custom dice tower. The 10. That's another 10.
All right, so we're gonna have to do a re-roll.
Yeah, re-roll that.
Unfortunately,
Okay.
No forehead eyes for you.
8.
8. So, a ghostly hand shadows your own. You feel its hunger, and it reaches out uncontrollably towards another creature.
Oh no.
Onward, heroes.
That is an enthralling performance. Ghost hand comes while he's playing.
I'm gonna. That is happening as your magic playing is happening, and I'm gonna figure out the enthralling song at the same time as that effect.
Okay.
Chazwiz fails.
What?
Yeah.
Chaz?
Chazwiz, my
So
my
Chazwiz
God.
is like enthralled by you, and Chazwiz's boss. The magic brushes past him. Yeah.
So my dog is super charmed, but no one else.
Yeah, and that ghostly hand just kind of like floats straight towards him, and because he's so enthralled with you, it just kind of goes like, and he starts to look maybe like not great, like maybe a little sick, and because he's taking a little bit of damage.
To Chaz?
Chaz, yeah. Chaz starts to get he starts to look just like a little like pale, almost even a little like maybe deathly, not quite all the way, but like Chaz isn't doing good.
Okay, with my like minor chords, I'm gonna try and convince the hand to come and help me in the solo, so that I'm gonna be doing the chords while the ghostly hand starts to like strum up and do some noodling.
While this happens,
Okay.
gonna throw some more chaos in here. I'm gonna cast darkness on myself and jump into the room. So it's a 15-foot sphere of darkness, and so I'm gonna jump in as darkness.
Classic.
With my devil's sight, I can see through that magical darkness as well.
Okay.
Just for the record.
This plan's falling apart already.
Yeah. Thank you, Al.
Spooky things happening. I'm gonna make spooky things happen. Scare everyone out. My intention is to scare the non-lieutenants out.
Yeah, oh no, I get that.
All right.
It's just so basically the last few moments here is that Maikar has started to play his song, and then he like hits a power chord, and you see Chazwiz, who's already kind of like his friend, just kind of go like full on like, wow, you're so great, and then a dead hand comes and grabs his face. And then, which kind of makes everybody freak out just a little bit, and then the room is plunged in blackness, because it's like, yeah, that's about the sphere of your, or the distance of your space occupies the whole table. There is frantic running about. There are people who are like pushing things. Somebody, like you hear somebody go like, "Oh my God, I'm on fire!" They probably ran into the fireplace. I'm gonna say before, like, is there anything anyone would like to do in the midst of this chaos?
I want to keep it
audibly.
ongoing.
Sigh audibly. Just actually, yeah. Let's just cut to a moment of Girrardo up there, like going like this, just going like, which I think is a hilarious image. Anyone else?
I would like to cast Summon Fae and summon a I think a which one? Oh geez.
While you think of that,
I'll do the
tricksy.
tricksy Fae spirit.
Okay.
So it will each turn it takes, it fills a 5-foot cube within 5 feet of it with magical darkness. So I'd like to cast Fae Spirit beside the leather-clad knife guy.
Okay.
And have the Fae Spirit cast magical darkness on him.
Okay. So now he is like, he's moving, like whenever he moves, the darkness moves with him?
So the Fae, the darkness only lasts until the end of its next turn.
Okay.
But I can have the Fae just repeat the same thing. So it'll just follow him and keep casting darkness on him.
Okay. All right. That's happening. So he's in darkness. Maikar?
While I was playing this song, did I notice like any papers before the darkness happened?
There's lots of papers on the on that table, and there was in particular like sort of a bundle right in front of Oberon.
A bundle of paper.
Yeah, like a a portfolio almost.
Ah. Okay.
Okay. Well, so keep strumming along. All right. Well then, with that, go ahead.
In the chaos, if I may, I have dark vision, so I can see fine. But can I tell if Oberon can see as well? You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, like they're elves.
Does he have dark vision, basically?
Yeah. I mean, it's D&D. Just about everybody has dark vision.
Damn it!
Magical darkness is different from regular darkness, though.
Yes, of course. And this is magical darkness. So can I see anything then? Did I just blind myself?
Probably not.
No.
Good plan, Grilmond.
Yeah. So yeah, you can't see anything, but you're James, Earthworm James can see things based on with his Devil Sight, was it, or?
Yeah, the Devil Sight Eldritch Invocation.
Does my third eye allow me to see what the hell these guys are doing?
Actually, it does.
Thank God.
So yeah, you're seeing Grilmond on the top of this table, basically like feeling out because he's also blind. I'm
trying to find a place to hide. Let's say that.
You can see Oberon, like has whipped out 2 daggers, and he's just like at the ready, waiting for somebody to get close to him. He's just like, if anyone gets close to him, he's just stabbing at this point. And
can we see? Can we roll a luck check to see if any of his henchmen bump into him?
Yeah, I will. There was who else was I going to say? Oh, and the rest of the lieutenants are also kind of like holding their spots at the tables, but all the underlings, like they're all freaking out. They're running. Some of them are actually like feeling their way to the wall so that they can try to leave the room. They're trying to get out. Yes, let's see here if some of them get stabbed by Oberon. One of them gets just slips by him. Oberon doesn't even see because he can't see. That he almost killed somebody, but then the next one he does actually stab, and then once he gets close, he actually once he catches that person, he then does more attacks as fast as he can to try to get it go as quickly as possible. And there's so one henchman is now unhenched. Grilmond.
Yeah. So what I'm going to do? See, this was all part of my plan. I already saw the layout of the room, so I know what's there. I know I have pretty good memory. So I jump down, and my plan is to basically make it seem like, oh, a weird blackout just happened, and then I jump down and hide somewhere, and then stop the spell because it's my spell. I can stop it whenever. So the lights come back on. Where is a place I can hide? Under the table? Is there other things in the room that I could hide behind, perhaps?
There's not a lot of things you could hide behind per se. There is under the table.
That sounds good.
Yeah. Okay.
Then we'll hide under the table.
Okay. Okay. And then are you like cutting out the black? Is that?
Yes.
Okay.
Uh-oh. That's not a good sign.
Oh, Calvin,
you're muted, Calvin.
Before you get all gung ho about hiding underneath that table, you might want to take a second to roll me a D20 because Marcia has squeaked for you.
Here we go.
Oh boy,
that seems about the right time. Yeah.
Oh well, I got myself a natural 1, so I'm glad it was with this.
Excellent.
Maybe I don't know what that is gonna do though.
So. Roman, your eyes are drawn to every visible space around you, searching for creatures.
Oh no.
See the furthest one, and both of you start to shimmer. Onward, heroes.
Interesting.
That'll be helpful for hiding.
I'm a really good hider.
So... I'm going to say that this happens right after you cut out the blackness because that makes it funnier.
Sure.
So you're under the table, and actually it's natural. You're under the table and you're like, oh God, what's can anyone see me? And then you catch the eye of a hench person standing right by the door, like they're about to leave. And just as everything goes dark, or comes back light again, he looks back into the room and he's like, hey, there's a dwarf under the poof. And you guys trade places.
Because they're at the door, I want to draw attention to the dead body. And so Maikar is going to be all like, and I think in song he's going to be like, holy, look at the dead body. And then he kind of sings a lament on life, and it's like, I invite other people to sing along and be like, what were they like in life?
Like it's sort of like an "Oh Danny Boy" kind of moment.
Yeah, absolutely.
So you're standing. In fact, just to facilitate this, you're actually standing like in front of his body. Oberon is just like struck. Well, actually, no. Wait. Is Oberon still black? Dark.
Yeah, darkness was on the dagger guy.
Okay, dagger guy. That's Oberon. Yeah.
Which I would like to try to drop, not immediately after, obviously, but like as soon as I see that the darkness is not the plan anymore, and I see Grilmond like pop up out of fucking nowhere.
We all discussed this plan beforehand. Everyone has the plan.
And,
Girrardo writes on his arm, pre-game meeting next time.
I would like to instruct my Fey creature to maybe flitter towards the fireplace and try to hide.
Okay. So is it visible, this Fey creature?
I believe so. It's I don't know. It's a Fey spirit. It manifests in an unoccupied space that you can see within range. This corporeal form uses the Fey spirit. Blah 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 blah. Yeah, the creature resembles a Fey creature of your choice, marked by the chosen move. It's like a little Tinkerbell in her goth phase.
Okay. I buy that.
Yeah, and
so things are just chaotic enough that they don't notice Tinkergoth flit from Oberon to the fireplace, because everybody's a little still focused on the dead body and the fact that like chaos has reigned. So Maikar is strumming over the dead body. Grilmond, I'm going to give you in about 30 seconds. Tell me what you're going to do from this point on. Because
has anyone noticed me at the door?
Right, the way I'm kind of playing this is like everything's kind of been happening like sort of in sequence. So like we haven't been doing turns, but it's kind of you've got a turn to do something. No one's noticed you yet.
Right.
Yeah.
But
I'm
right
using
by
my
the door.
come hither eyes on anyone who might have eyes near Grill.
In fact,
come hither eyes.
If I can stealthily open the door and exit, that would be nice.
It's already open.
Oh.
Because other people were getting out.
Why did we come in the door?
Well, you had a whole other plan happening here.
I know, and I've executed that plan perfectly, as far as I'm aware.
Okay. Anyway.
Maikar thinks this is going great.
Yeah. This is all part of the plan. Grillman's a forgetful person. That's what I need to reiterate here.
So Girrardo, what you're seeing with your perception there is that Oberon, once he gets like settled down, like he sees this dead body in front of him, but is like, well, you know, cost of being in the criminal enterprise, and he just sheathes his daggers in the side shoulder pauldrons that he's got there, and then sits down, puts his hand on the portfolio, and then just kind of like is like, we got to get down to business. Can we finish this meeting, guys?
Yeah, absolutely. And Maikar goes and sits on the stool.
Okay.
Hey Jim, does your creature hear? Can you hear what's going on in there?
I don't think so.
Okay.
It obeys my verbal commands with no action required by me, and if I don't issue any, it takes the dodge action and uses its move to avoid danger. Is all it says.
Girrardo, you can hear what's going on because you propped the window open.
Oh yeah, right. Good.
Yeah.
A lot has happened. I forgot about that part.
It's been a crazy 12 seconds.
It started with a stool kick.
And ended with a lament. That's kind of D&D in a nutshell. Okay, so Oberon is going to get going with the meeting here. Maikar, you're strumming in the background. Grilmond
Sitting on the stool.
Sitting on the stool. Yeah. Grilmond, can you give me a stealth roll, or if you have something else that you'd like to try for just kind of like getting hidden or getting out of the way?
I will stealth roll, and I got a 19.
Oh wow! So yeah, you like.
He's a stealthy boy.
Well, and I'm thinking because you're a monk, you're actually you do maybe one of those things where you jump up and then get your feet on one side of a wall and your hands on the other, and so that you're hiding in the ceiling kind of thing.
Yes, I love it. Spider-Man
Totally.
style.
Yeah. All right. Okay, so Oberon continues with the meeting, and he kind of says, "Okay, guys, we're here to build the new game house. We're going to get it on the opposite side of Candlekeep from the Silver Forgers Conclave. Imazel, you head to the north wall and scout the area."
Their hand.
Yes, who are you? What's your name?
I was wondering if you could use gender neutral when you say guys to the meeting. I mean, there are some beautiful elven women here, and I just think that would be really cool. You know? But keep going. Great plan.
He gives you this considering look, and then is like, that's a great point. People, everyone, we got to get going on this. Okay, now we need to store all the equipment somewhere, not to mention all of that, the silk and metal that we're going to have. So Navis, we need you to go make sure the warehouse rent is paid up. We're going to have to fill that place to the brim. Reuven, and then he points at the person who happens to be male presenting, with who had the half glowing pendant. Reuven, is the prototype lab secure? I'm nervous because we're keeping all of the blueprints and the key to the warehouse there.
Sorry, where was that?
I lock this information in so that I will remember it later if I need to ask the DM.
Yeah.
Reuven replies, "Yeah, I made sure we had the eye on that. And hey, if a few townsfolk from Baragost stumble upon it, that's just the cost of doing business." And then, so with that finally discussed, Oberon kind of looks at everybody and goes "All right, well, you guys know your job. Get out there and get it done. You all know your job. Thanks again, Maikar."
That was great. That was really great.
So yeah, so with that, the meeting starts to break up. Everybody starts to move away. Chazwiz is leaning against a wall because he's not feeling that well.
The one guy crawls from under the table, right?
Yeah, he didn't want to move because he didn't want to get stabbed, because that's can be like a possibility. And so everybody's kind of slipping away. Grilmond, you're watching them like walk past you as you're like above them. So Maikar, you're left in the room now.
Okay, can I get Reuven before you? Reuven.
Reuven turns and goes, Maikar, yes, yeah. I mean,
yeah.
That was a thoughtful statement you gave before for our compatriot.
Yo, thanks, Doc. Yeah, Reuven, I thought that Reuven, that we could maybe groove, and if it didn't behoove you, that we could kind of move towards this part of the room. Chazwiz, you want in on this?
All right, so you guys congregate.
Okay, Reuven. I was really thinking about this new song, but that it's kind of like boiling up love, or like, thoughts together, that we need, components from all of us. But the thing is, Reuven, I don't know much about labs.
Yeah, I would gather that. What do you need labs for?
Like chemistry, like I need that information. Otherwise, I can't write anything. Reuven, can I see the lab?
Oh yeah, it was like the lab that Obron was so worried about.
Yeah, with the blueprints and the key and everything.
See, I was kind of like excited about this, but now you're kind of reminding me that like maybe a halfling bard that I don't really know that well, or halfling bard that I don't know that well, maybe I shouldn't be inviting them to the, like, hey, listen, it's like when we're done in the lab, then I will like, I'll see if maybe you can use it as a studio, and there'll probably still be some chemicals lying around. It's like halfway between here and Baragost, so like, that like it's not that hard to find. Just like wait, maybe like till we're done getting our games building up, then you can totally get in there. Okay,
so it's halfway. Where's the crossroads?
Well, there's no crossroads. It's just between here and Baragost, halfway.
Like exactly half. I just walk the full length and then I walk back halfway, and then I'll be there.
Yeah, that would work. It's like it's a good, it's a little bit of a hike into the woods. Just go north once you get at the halfway point. You'll find it.
Okay, and great. Groot, you're the best. Where am I going to find you to get this tour afterwards, Rube?
Well, I mean, the games the games building is going to be up probably in about a week. I'm like slammed till then. So like, if you want to come, hey, we'll have like a whole new tavern. It'll be great. Only like the finest elven ales.
Yeah, that sounds great. Can I help you? I mean, if you're slammed, I can help you.
No, I'm good. We just need to like get this going.
I can carry your stuff. Yeah, let's get going. I can carry your stuff.
Well, maybe grab that stool, because I mean, like it's damaged now from the hijinks earlier.
I can have the stool.
I mean, if you'll take it. Like I was going to ask you to throw it out, but like.
Rue. I appreciate it. I appreciate that, Rue. I kind of look up to be like, what the fuck? What should I do?
Now you look up.
Girardo's just doing this. And
I just slowly back away from the window.
Roof, can we get a real good hug in here? Roof.
As you look up, I think, I don't know, maybe Earthworm James might have something to offer you, because he's gonna roll a D20 right now.
Feel a little tingle in my wrist
here. Squeak for him.
That's a 13.
A 13.
Lucky 13.
Okay.
Betcha.
So with that, suddenly you are aware of an unseen, helpful presence beside you. Your unseen servant will do one simple task for you, so long as they remain close by. Onward, heroes.
How close?
And you've already got now you've got like 2 servants with the.
Yes, excellent.
So
Jim,
now,
what are you doing?
yeah, Jim. What are you going to do anything with this servant right now? If not, I was actually going to do a bit of a transition moment for us.
Yeah, are there still? I know. I think you said that Oberon like packed up his portfolio, but are there still any like remaining papers, anything scattered about the room, kind of in the muss in the craziness?
There are like I mean, there's a lot of random papers around. Like there is definitely like stuff that hasn't been cleaned up yet. The portfolio is like kept with Oberon, but yeah, but there is like scattered papers everywhere.
I'm gonna get Maikar to kind of like I'm gonna be like, go over there and like point to like one corner of the room, like further away.
Okay.
And get the unseen servant to like swoop in and scoop up some papers and bring them back up.
I give
All right.
Reuven like the best hug. Like Chazwiz is a little bit jealous, but I do turn him like away so that he's looking backwards, and then Chazwiz is looking.
And then I'm like, oh.
Go for a group hug.
Oh, and then I like kind of like do this contact improv move and shift Reuven around into Chazwiz's arms, and then I pull them both in.
Okay, yeah, there's a really awesome, touching moment there happening, and then just like this, like whoosh of papers swoops its way up to the skylight, and makes its way into your hands. What I'm going to do is I'm actually going to save the analysis for a little bit later of what's in those papers.
Oh yeah, I'm not looking at them yet. I
Okay.
just like filing them away and getting the
Great.
hell out of Dodge first.
Yeah, and then Girrardo?
Does Oberon leave the building? Like, does he take his portfolio away from this place?
I mean, he left the room with the portfolio. I think
Right.
From where you are, you can't see.
If I like move towards the, because it seems like Maikar has the hug situation taken care of. If I move towards like the front of the building,
Yeah.
can I see him like exit out of what I would assume would be a natural exit point?
Yeah, nobody's leaving. Like this is like it's like a about a 3-story building or so. It's like a kind of a compound. So like people stay here. It's kind of like the home base for these guys.
Okay.
For these folk. So it's not. Yeah, there's nobody. There's not a bunch of people leaving.
Okay. So feasibly, he's still in the building with that.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Anyways, that I was going to tail him if he left, but
Right.
we can leave it.
Okay. Anyone else want to suggest anything in this next moment here? Because otherwise, what I'm going to do is I'm going to transition you to the next sort of sequence of the adventure.
The only thing I want to do is like after this amazing hug that's gone on for like just long enough, I'm gonna let Chazwiz go first, and then I'm gonna get Reuven to go, and then I'm gonna know that Grilmond is above the door, and if Grilmond wants to do something with the pendant, if that's a thing, I'm gonna go get my footstool.
Your footstool. Grilmond, is there anything you want to do on this?
The pendant. What's the pendant? I might have missed that.
It was that. So Jim, Earthworm James, rather, copyright infringement. Used his detect magic to tell that Reuven is wearing a pendant, but the pendant seems like it's only half magical.
Oh, right. That okay.
Yeah.
I mean, it's it's tempting to try and steal it, but I feel like if it's on his neck, that's tricky for Grillmond.
Okay.
I have a quick question, though. Are all the people in this group that we've witnessed, are they all wearing similar clothing? Do they have, like, a uniform?
They do have on, like, not really uniforms. Like, a lot of them are wearing, like, very basic tunics, or if something that would fit their profession, like if they're, like, a guard, or like there's a few like low-level magic users and stuff. They're like things that just suit their class. But what they are all wearing is a sash that has a triangle with three interlocking circles inside of it. Okay,
so I'd like to get that from the dead corpse.
Okay, yeah.
As opposed to the live corpse.
Yeah. I don't want to bother that live corpse.
Yo, Chaz, can I borrow your sash, please?
Or I think the correct term, Earthworm James, is a temporarily live corpse.
That's right.
There you go. And sorry, are you actually asking Chaz for the? Chaz like is almost, but then like he's still really not feeling good.
He is charmed by me.
He is charmed, but he's also like half dead because of your ghostly hand. So like,
yo, you need some healing, brother?
He's trying to lift it off of his body, and he's like.
Oh, I give him a hug and I cast Cure Wounds at first level.
Interestingly, it has no effect.
What?
The influence of that hand, keeps that damage on him for a while.
Okay, Chad, we're gonna get you to bed. I'm gonna take the sash off you. We're gonna get you right to bed, and then you're gonna sleep it off for a bit, and I'm gonna come check up on you tomorrow, Chad.
So
can I put him, does he sleep in the compound? He sleeps.
He does.
I move him to like a nice cozy spot, and I do take his sash.
Okay. All right. Two sashes accumulated here.
Nice.
Okay. Sorry, I just saw Girrardo go like.
Girrardo, I go back to Girrardo. I'm like, I got the sash. This was all the plan, right?
Like, honestly, I'm super proud of all of you. Like, this was a a raging success of a mission, but I have to process it, so I'm just gonna need some time.
We should go to that lab. That's what I think.
Yeah, yeah, maybe let's not talk about that, like, yelling from the floor to the skylight.
No, I came back to you.
Sorry. Oh, okay.
I wasn't just yelling it up. Hey, I got it!
With all of this said, I'm going to say that you guys make your way off of the compound and like congregate by the road to get ready to go to the lab. Would that be fair? Yeah.
Yes.
Okay, but I do that thing where like I have to say goodbye to everyone first, so it does take me a little too long, but I join up.
I think we would have known that this might happen, so we always give Maikar like a muster point for after the mission, because I
grabbed my non-marked deck of cards, and I'm like, all right, Girrardo, who are we playing while he does this?
Yeah,
start riffling him on the rooftop there.
You know I love Go Fish for some reason. That's my game of choice.
Yeah.
And so with Girrardo, Grilmond, and Earthworm James playing cards while they wait for Maikar to finish saying goodbye to everybody on the side of the road. With that, we will drift away a little and pause for our intermission.
Great.
Cool.
All right, you heard that right, folks. We are going to be taking our break for Act 1. Make sure you tune in. We'll be back in 10 minutes after our halfway break. Use this time to check out YetiMinis.com and Zero Issue Brewing. Remember that code is Dungeon20 if you want some of that sweet Zero Issue beer. We'll see you after the 10-minute break, right back here for Act 2. Onward, heroes.
right.
Hey, I unplugged my mic at the exact moment we came back. But welcome back, everyone, to the second act of the 16th episode of Pages and Mages. I hope you took that time to check out YetiMinis.com or order yourself some zero-issue beer. Okay, because we're getting pretty close to announcing our winner at the end of the show. Someone's going to go home with a beautiful Yeti Minis. I'm going to take this time to give a little nudge for our brave volunteers at Doobie-Doo, Chickadee X, Marcia, and Begiver. You guys now have another squeak reloaded for this act. So the effect is going to be the same as it was before. So use some strategy and really try to mess these folks up. Or help them out if you want to be boring. Either way, get your squeak on. All right, enough from me. Let's get back to it. Onward, heroes.
All right. So, with that, you find yourselves halfway on the road between Candlekeep and Baragost. There's a northward direction that seems like maybe it's somewhat traveled, but it's just forest in front of you as you're looking north in this halfway spot.
Now, you said it was halfway between Candlekeep and the other place, yes, Maikar?
Yeah. But we've only walked halfway. We still got to walk all the way and then come back half.
Well, I think you're wrong there. I think you can just walk halfway. I think that's all you need to do.
Was there a crossroads? Is it, like, off the road somewhere?
Yeah, off the roads in the woods. Should be real easy to find, he said.
Those woods?
DM, those woods?
Yes,
those woods. North slightly through the woods.
I start looking around at the ground to see if I can see any footsteps, if I can track other people coming towards wherever this lab is.
Do you have any kind of tracking ability or anything?
Absolutely not.
Okay.
But I'd like to try.
We'll do wisdom or perception.
It should be a survival check, I think.
Well, but if he's not trained...
Oh, then it doesn't matter, I guess.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I couldn't hear what you said.
I rolled a natural 1 on my perception check. So I'm looking at the ground. I'm digging at the dirt. I can't find any tracks, everyone.
You're not even sure you're in the woods.
I'm gonna just quietly walk over to Grilmond, and I'm gonna take off this talisman that I have. I take off my talisman and I put it around his neck, and I say, "Why don't you just try that again?" And he gains the where is it? Pact of the Talisman. There it is. Pact of the Talisman. So when the wearer of your talisman... Oh, wait. No, that doesn't work.
It's doing nothing for me. I don't know. It's a very nice talisman. Thank you.
Can I have it back?
Yes, of course. It's your talisman. I don't know why you gave it to me, but it's very nice.
I wanted to see how it looked on you.
Thank you.
Can I try it?
Yeah, sure, yeah. I put the talisman on Maikar.
Okay, with the talisman, Maikar kind of saunters into the woods, but keeps an eye for anything to write a song about or be inspired by. So looking for any kind of hints of magic, mayhaps.
Okay, all right. What's the? Do you know what your range is? Are you actually doing detect magic as a cantrip or something, or?
No, I'm just looking with my own magical eyes.
I'll cast detect magic.
Okay.
Forever and ever.
Can I try first with my talisman? I think I'm really into this.
So I think I might have got a little lost. Do you have the talisman that James was trying to put into Grilmond?
Yeah. The talisman will, if you fail an ability check, you can add a D4 to the roll.
Okay.
But if he's rolled a 1, I'm assuming a D4 is not really going to change that.
Probably won't help a lot.
No.
You become slightly more sure that you are in the woods. But so with the talisman, like if you're not, in terms of your ability to detect magic without using detect magic, or anything kind of like magical, I think, Maikar, I can't see if that's I can't think my way through that kind of skill challenge. So is there anything else you want to do that might be like trying to do some sort of detection, or are you using any kind of bard ability other than perception?
Ooh, how about like my finely tuned ear is listening for anything that doesn't belong in this finely tuned forest?
Oh, there we go. Okay, yeah.
Right,
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, can you give me a perception roll? And you have this pendant, right?
Ooh, yes, I do. That's an 11. Perception that's a 13 plus a D4, right, Earthworm James?
If it's a failure, yeah.
You go ahead and roll that. Okay, so what you do actually hear is you hear bird song from the east, from the west, and from the south of you, but not from the north.
What you got going on there, Maikar?
Well, bird song. I tell you what the DM told me.
So we should probably go north.
The talisman to feel the vibrations like on my eardrums a little bit.
Yeah.
Jim, we talked about giving Maikar shiny objects. Like,
I'm sorry, I forgot.
yeah, I forgot. Pre-game
can I have that
meeting.
back?
Do you need it back?
I would absolutely love it back.
But do you need it back?
Kind of in a way, yes.
While you guys negotiate this, I'm about to open my second beer from Zero Issue.
Oh, I already did. I got the Nemesis IPA.
I'm
Delicious.
working on the Cyber Hack.
Cyber Hack.
Yeah, with some cool art on there. Art from Ian Nicholas.
Hack
Is
the
there like a
planet.
cart on the side of the road that we can all get beers from on this walk? Is that what's to the north?
Yeah, yes, there's beer to the north. No, that would be a lie.
Let's go north.
I think I heard the sound of like a.
That must be people in the laboratory drinking beer. It's a beer laboratory or a brewery. No, it's not. I don't want to get your hopes up. Okay, back to seriousness. There is a less birdsong going north, and yeah. So what you're detecting is that there's something less natural in that direction.
Onward.
I meander. Onward, heroes.
All right.
Hey, Starsgaard.
Oh
come on.
yeah, as soon as Earthworm said yes that he needs it back, I give it back to him.
Okay.
The instant.
Thanks, bud.
Yeah, thank you. It really helped.
I put it back, and as I'm putting it back, you notice that I actually have like 12 other chains. Girrardo, you've seen it before. I tend to keep on me an assortment of all kinds of different religious symbols, because you never know.
Can I wear a different one?
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I'll give you the. It's a gauntlet of helm. That's you can wear that.
The kids call that bling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We'll work on that. Your slang there, Graystrike. We'll work on that.
I
later.
thought it was pretty good.
Well, it was okay.
All right.
We didn't hear any bells from the gods, so I think we're fairly sure that it wasn't a great one. Anyway, all of that said, moving on. You guys are now moving forward north into the woods. Can I get a marching order for you guys?
I think Girrardo will lead. He'll try and overtake Maikar subtly.
Maikar's quick, but he meanders, so he'll go from second to fourth pretty quickly.
I'll be
Usually
somewhere.
Fourth. Usually fourth.
Yeah, I'll be somewhere like between third and fourth, trying to kind of like shepherd Maikar a little bit, you know. If he's getting too close to Girrardo to mess with Girardo's stealthiness, I'll try to peel him back, and if he's getting a little too far, we'll...
Okay, so I guess I'm third. I'd be third and like allowing.
Yeah. Well, we're kind of trading a little bit, I guess.
Okay, cool.
I would like to stealth a little bit ahead of them and be like, just keep them back a little bit.
Grilmond, where do you see yourself in this?
I would be right in step with Girrardo as much as I can. Right behind.
Yeah, because you guys have a long history together.
Yes.
We've been working on our stealth.
Yes.
Yeah. Great. Okay. So yeah, we've got the two of you going forward, and then these other two in the back kind of like wandering from tree to tree.
It's really good that they're good at other stuff. Like...
Not everyone can be as stealthy as us, right?
Sure. That could be useless.
Girrardo, that was a really nice thing to say, and I appreciate.
Okay. Is there anything else you'd like to do while you're moving forward north, while you're searching, basically? Just to give me a sense before I kind of move us further along.
I'd like to keep open eyes for anything out of the ordinary, like if there's any traps or if there's any anything out of what would be just, I would assume, regular forest.
Right.
Every 10 minutes, I'm casting detect magic on myself. You notice the flare of my emerald eyes every.
And I write
every
a song
10 minutes.
called Emerald Eyes.
Sing it in your head, Maikar. Sing it in your head.
Or sing it once the show's done. I want to hear the Emerald Eyes song in our post-credit scene once we're done.
Nice.
That's my challenge. Okay. So you're doing you're like looking around, and Grilmond is doing the same.
I guess. Sorry, Jason. I'm James. Effectively, I guess I'll be fourth.
Yeah.
In the marching order.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, James, I apologize to myself too. I think it's a real kind thing to do sometimes.
You have to be kind to yourself. Because if you're not kind to yourself, you're not going to be kind to anybody else.
Yo, Earthworm!
Okay. So you're all slowly moving, meandering through the forest. Some sneakily, some less. And you do start to see emerging out of the woods a large, maybe like a 3-4 story building, like a big square building that's built with it looks pretty I wouldn't say ramshackle, but maybe like it's been definitely knocked together up pretty recently. More like a frame of a building than a full building, but it does have like some general walls, some general like wood walls all the way around it. Yeah, that's what you guys are kind of starting to see come through the forest as you approach it.
I give some hand signals to stop moving.
Okay.
As soon
I grab my car by the chain that I gave
him. Great. Okay. So you guys stop.
Yeah.
Yes.
And what do we see going on around this place?
Currently, you're like looking straight at it. You just see a ramshackle. Well, not ramshackle. A recently knocked together building. Like I say, made of wood. You don't see any. There's no one outside of it or anything like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'd like to do like a good solid check for traps, sort of between myself and this building.
And I'd like to do a perimeter check. I'd like to circle around the building from a safe distance to see what I find.
Okay. So you're checking for traps.
And I tell Girrardo this. I'm like, I'm going to do a perimeter check.
We do it in Thieves' Cant or something, so that
yeah.
I'll probably join Grilmond on the perimeter.
Oh.
Okay. And then Maikar, everybody's starting to kind of move around in different areas. Are you going to? What's your next step right now?
Well, no, how would they know if they're done unless they come to the same point? How would they know they're at the same point unless Maikar stays there?
You're our anchor, Maikar. Always our anchor.
That's right.
That is a beautiful moment that just happened. I love that. I love that. That just that was great. Okay, so all right. So Girrardo, you're checking for traps. Are you specifically doing any like thieves skill stuff for that?
Yeah, we'd love to. Sure.
I would love for you to do that too. I guess I'm asking if there's anything specific that you're trying or doing, or
I think I'm not using any tools. I'm just like using my eyes and my knowledge. So I would guess it's like an investigation sort of look.
Yeah.
It's not my true skill set, but
okay.
Here we
go.
Sure.
Yeah. If you want to give me a roll for that, that would be good. And then for Grilmond, if you can also give me,
could I cast Pass Without a Trace on the party?
Yes, you could actually.
There we go. Everyone gets +10 to stealth checks.
And
cool.
I would like to be helping Grilmond with whatever perception checks might be happening here on the.
On this perimeter check. Okay. Can you give me a sense? Maybe can you describe how that help might be happening?
Well, I know he has dark vision, which is good, but I can see double dark vision. So I'm looking ahead and kind of trying to see where he's looking and then look the other way and just just watch where he's not.
Right.
I guess.
Okay. All right.
I'm emotionally giving the help action to Girrardo.
Thank you.
I rolled a dirty 20 on my perception check.
Oh, brilliant. Okay. All right. So
I rolled a natural 20 on my with my helped investigation. It was not that good to start.
Yeah, exactly. Okay.
Oh, fun.
So the trap check is you are 100% sure there's no traps between you and the door to this thing, and that the door itself is not trapped.
Great.
But because you rolled so well, I'm actually going to keep that activated a bit for you for a while. I'm going to try to keep that in mind.
Okay.
And so now Grilmond and Jim, Earthworm James, you guys are making your way around, and that dirty 20 means that what you can detect on your here's the building, here's Girrardo kind of sort of checking for traps and sort of getting closer and closer to the building, and here's you guys doing the loop around for the perimeter check. Mm-hmm. And as you guys are getting to about here, you're almost seeing you're almost back to Girrardo and Maikar, and where Maikar is down here. You start to see floating in from the side this monstrosity, this somewhat spherical monstrosity. It's got these stalks coming out, 4 different stalks coming out from different sides.
They said the eyes on it. Remember the eyes on it?
Yeah, that was a missed note that I think we maybe should have talked about.
I think Maikar got the note. Which is fair because he's a bard. He plays the notes. What was now? I lost myself in my own pun. Oh yeah, sorry. The other thing about this monstrosity is that it's kind of rotting. It looks like its flesh is mottled and gray. It's not healthy looking. Oh, gross. And now something might be happening.
No.
Girrardo. Squeak has happened for you. Doobie-Doo has provided us with a squeak, and that means that eye is back on your forehead, and you have the strange urge to make those triangle shapes with your hands. Onward, heroes.
That's a square.
That's a square. So with your eye, I'm actually gonna just give this to you. With your eye, you are seeing you're also seeing this monstrosity, and that it's approaching really quickly.
I would love to use stealth and hide.
All right. Yeah.
As quickly as possible.
So give me a roll for that. While he's doing that, everyone else give me a 1-sentence description of what you're going to do in the moment leading up to this, because we're about to roll initiative.
It's +10.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
It's 37 for stealth.
Maikar sees Girrardo
Just
like
disappear.
and Maikar tries to disappear.
Okay. Grilmond and Jim.
I'd love to scamper up into a tree as my stealth/hide.
Okay. Yeah.
James is going to give himself a little tap on the head and cast Blink. So
Nice.
for the next minute, he will be phasing in and out of the ethereal plane.
Oh.
Maikar rolled a 19 on the dice, and with Pass Without Trace, that's a 32. So it's not as
Nice.
good as Girrardo, but he's learning. You know? He's
That's
learning.
damn impressive.
Okay.
My
my
stealth
stealth
check
is
would be at
nothing.
29.
My stealth is 25, so
Okay.
We're still
the worst
working on
of us all. Even though I gave you a pass for the trace. I'm old. It's fine.
Hear the
Okay.
bones creaking from a mile away.
That's right.
So the floating into the area, so it's floating above the ground. This like rotting, mottled eyeball with 4 stalks coming out of it, floats closer and closer to the front of the lab. It doesn't have a nose, but it kind of looks like it's sniffing around for something. Based on where everything is right now, so Girrardo is like I don't know, like cunningly hid between some bushes right near the door of the lab. Jim, you are essentially visible to this monstrosity, but it hasn't turned in your direction yet. Maikar, Maikar and Grilmond are both well hidden. Maikar, you're further away from the door, so you're like Girrardo is like almost right next to this creature. You're maybe about 30 feet away. Grilmond, you're up a tree and like 15 feet away. And
Can I
and
tell
Jim, you're
if
about the same.
it's about to like find Girrardo? You said it's sniffing. I'm just wondering if it's like
Yeah, it's
smelling Girrardo and finding him, even though he's stealthy.
Yeah.
boy.
It didn't detect him in the first turn. It's about to we're not into initiative yet, but it's moving into its next turn. We'll find out if it can find him. That is so it's like it can tell that there is something there. It hasn't quite found him yet, but it's like the eye stalks are moving in like different directions, kind of scanning now. And because they're moving in different directions, it does notice this flickering Earthworm James and starts to turn in that direction.
I definitely, if I
That
see
will
this
be-
happen, I definitely want to jump down and out of the tree and strike. So,
Okay. So we're going to roll for initiative, but then Grilmond, you're going to get a first strike on top of that.
Right.
Okay.
Ooh,
So everybody
at 20
roll
on my
for
initiative.
I already gave you the first strike.
I'm going to get 2 in a row.
All right. Particularly so based on how it rolled. Okay, Maikar?
7.
7?
Maikar's so into being this tree right now that Maikar is like right up in there, so hidden, but
Oh my God.
so within the roots.
Earthworm James?
I rolled all of natural 1. Plus my 2 makes it a 3 for stealth. But I think I have to roll to see if I'm on the ethereal plane or on the material plane at the beginning of this
Turn.
thing here.
So even if it's not even if you're like lower down in the initiative order, you're still at the top of the whole thing you're determining?
Yeah, because it says
Okay.
roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell. I would assume that I cast it on myself, and then at the end of that turn, I would have to roll to see if I was
I'll give that to you.
where I was.
And Girrardo?
I am on
natural
the ethereal plane.
You're on the ethereal plane. Okay, great. Sorry,
Yes.
Girrardo?
Natural 20, which puts me at 23.
Oh wow, and I think Grilmond got a natural 20.
Whoa!
I did, which is also a 23.
Can you guys roll again?
Sure. Yeah. Just a 6 that time.
2.
Okay. Well, that worked itself out.
Balance.
Also, like, so I do these like paper notes about like initiative order, and I love how like we've got the top 2 up here, and then the other one's way down here.
Nice.
Anyway, all right. So yeah, with that, Grilmond, you have first strike, and you have your first turn.
Yeah, so I jump. I do like a flip out of the tree with my spear and just go down on the creature with my spear with my first attack here.
Okay.
And that's going to be a 10 to hit.
A 10 to hit. Yeah, it's it's a weird angle and it's a weird looking creature. So yeah, not quite.
That's fair. I'm going to do my extra attack with my spear again.
All right. So this is an extra attack on your first strike that I gave you.
Correct.
Okay.
If it's,
right.
I mean, if it's just another turn, I can do the attack action twice on my turn.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that's what I figured. I'm just double checking.
Yep. 25 to hit this time.
That does hit. Yes.
So let's see. The damage will be 8 damage.
8 damage. All right.
And then let's go ahead and use my flurry of blows.
Let's go ahead.
To do 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action.
Kapow.
Wow.
And then so I'm assuming you roll for those as well?
Yes.
Do you roll 2 strikes? Like you roll for each strike?
So if I use flurry of blows, which I am, then I get 2 unarmed strikes as a bonus action. Yeah.
Great. All right. So yeah, give me the
16 for the first one.
That'll get through. Yeah.
So that's 6 damage.
Okay.
And just an 8 for the second flurry, so that one did not hit.
Yep. Yeah. Kind of just floated up out of your range there. Once you landed
but
in front of
that
it.
is that first turn.
Right.
Let's see. So this next my real turn now, right?
They're both real turns.
I know, but you know what I mean. Because I rolled well, also I get to go again.
Fair.
And this thing's dead now.
19 to hit this time.
Yep, that'll do it.
And it's only 4 damage that time.
You gotta give it like a poke.
Just like
Flurry of
stab it a bit.
pokes.
And then what I'd like to do is... Oh, what's that? Sorry. Monks are fun. That's what I'm learning playing this guy.
It's like a menu of hitting.
Yeah, I'd like to use Stunning Strike this time. So it needs to make a Constitution saving throw of DC 13.
DC 13, okay. It succeeds.
Damn it! Does anything happen if it succeeds? No. It would have been stunned if it didn't succeed.
Right.
Well,
Okay.
I guess that's it for me.
Yeah, 47
Girrardo.
attacks, it's fine, whatever.
Oh no, I can do another attack.
Oh.
Extra attack.
You
Hey.
can also
Alright.
you can also still make a bonus action on
Right, because it's another turn. Yeah. So 18 to hit with my second attack.
All right. Give me your damage.
7 damage.
Cool.
7.
And then just a normal bonus action, not a flurry of blows. I don't want to spend another key point so quickly. But another unarmed strike. That's 14 to hit.
That just doesn't seem to penetrate the
Just misses.
mottled,
Okay.
fleshy. Yeah, you
Eyeball.
didn't quite get through enough to damage any of the vital organs.
So I flip down from the tree, stab with the spear, punch, stab with the spear, stab with the spear, punch. Combo breaker. It's my turn.
Maikar is super impressed. That all happened within 12 seconds.
If
It also
wasn't-
should be noted that as soon as I finish my attack, I am out of breath. I am like,
Yeah.
If it wasn't copyright infringement, we would have had Emma play the Mortal Kombat theme from the 90s movie. Girrardo, what's your next action?
I toss Graystrike his inhaler. No. Here comes some Dragonborn rogue negotiations with our DM. Because I rolled such an impressive stealth check. Would it perchance, if I were to run out with a flaming rapier be a surprise and maybe give me advantage on my attack on this creature?
Oh, I mean, it's not even, it's Girrardo or Grilmond's dive bomb there turned it away from you.
Awesome.
So yeah.
So I get like free attacks here.
Yeah.
So Girrardo in the bush rips out his rapier and yells, "Cower before me!" And his rapier inflames.
Nice.
And he's gonna go for an attack on this eyeball creature.
Maikar whispers to everyone and no one, "I love when he does this."
Just taking a page out of Graystrike's book here. He's been working in my level for a little while. Now we're working in his level.
Nice.
So I got a 17 to hit.
That'll do it. Yeah.
Okay, so there's multiple damages I have to roll here, so bear with me.
Oh boy.
Okay, so we're gonna start with 8 piercing.
Okay.
Followed by another 9 piercing.
Okay.
Followed by 11 fire damage.
Wow. Okay. Okay.
Nice.
Is there any more to that?
No, that's the end.
That's the end. Okay.
Yeah.
I wasn't sure if there was one more.
Well, I guess I will use my bonus action to then. No, maybe I won't. I'll just stay engaged here. I was going to hide again, but maybe I won't be a coward.
Girrardo looks at me, looks at Grilmond, and he kind of gives it with his eyes is like, "Don't you hide. We're in this together." And he's like, "All right."
All right. Maikar.
All right, Maikar's gonna take it all in, and then slowly he's gonna come and play like a really raunchy chord, and he's gonna be like, "Heads," and then he's gonna cast Shatter. But he's gonna cast Shatter up above in a 10-foot radius, so it they hear this really terrible sound, but it's not enough to do damage to them. But he's gonna cast Shatter, which will be a con save of 14 for this eyeball pal.
Okay. Con save of 14. Stand by.
Standing by.
That is a pass. Yeah, he succeeds. Or it succeeds, rather.
Maul.
Does it take half damage or anything?
I don't think so. It doesn't say so.
You
is
know,
it
actually,
inorganic material?
No, it is.
Yeah.
Yet it is monstrous and weird, but it is organic.
Okay. No, I think it just doesn't hit.
Or no, actually, I just did a quick Google. I think it does take half as much damage on a successful. Yeah.
Awesome. Okay, we're gonna half shatter him for. Ooh, that was 17. So for 8.
8. Okay,
so the bonus action. Sorry. As a bonus action, I am gonna spend a bardic to do my mantle of inspiration and give all my pals and be like, "Yo, we got this, y'all are the best," and I wouldn't want to be here with anyone else. And it gives all 3 of them 8 temporary HP.
Whew. Nice.
Amazing.
I feel inspired.
So the creature, now that this has happened, turns to Grilmond, the most closest direct thing in front of it, and it with like a weird rotting kind of like hinge mouth that's at the bottom of this eyeball thing. It tries to bite you. That is a 21.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. So that is 1 second here. That'll be 15 points of damage.
Ouch.
And then it's also one of the eye stalks that's floating around and like fixes on you, decides to try to hit you. And it is, can you give me a Constitution saving throw?
I sure can. It's a 9.
A 9. You are paralyzed for 1 minute.
How dare it?
You can redo your saving throw.
That's not a poison attack by chance.
It is not.
Okay, just double checking.
Not frightened or charmed by chance, is it?
Well, not yet.
Okay, cool.
I flash at the eyes that Maikar has shown me how to do.
Okay. Emma made the squeak sound right when your eyes went.
Grilmond, Graystrike, brace yourself.
Oh.
Because Marcia has squeaked, and that means that your eyes are drawn to every visible space around you, searching for creatures. You see the furthest one, both of you starts to shimmer. I think you know what's coming.
Uh-oh.
Onward, heroes.
One of the squishy boys is going to take my place, I think. So Girardo's pretty close to me, so I think it's either Maikar or James, right?
Well, I mean, so
James
you
is
did
in another dimension, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh.
Always.
Oh, James.
So the monstrosity stares at you, freezes you, so like you're in mid like martial arts mode, but then now you can't
I was doing
move.
this, like, come on.
Yeah.
And then he
but then it's just like,
God damn it.
Yeah. But because you are staring at it and it is staring at you, that is who you trade places with. So you frozen in that mode, but hovering about like 4 feet off the ground. You are there, and it is on the ground where you were.
Wait, I'm
We
hovering?
roll to see if it gets some like grass or dirt in its eye.
You know, why not? It is grit free.
Aww.
It was a good try.
Oh, wait, I'm frozen in midair?
You know, like this is weird random magic. I don't make the rules.
No, I wasn't. I wasn't complaining. I was clarifying.
Yes, you are currently floating about 4 feet in the air.
But still like this.
Yeah, but still like that. Frozen for 1 minute.
And my eyes are screaming.
1 minute.
Your eyes are screaming. Oh, God. With that said, James, you've now got this monstrosity that's like kind of in front of you from your like flickering perspective.
Yeah, so right at the top of my turn, I pop back into the material plane.
Okay.
Is how far away am I from
Oh
it?
no.
About 10 feet. 10 feet at this point, but who knows what is about to happen.
You know, James, just as you pop back into the material plane, I think you're going to get a squeak here.
The squeakers
What
are on
happened?
fire tonight.
That means that you are suddenly aware of an unseen helpful presence beside you. Your unseen servant is going to do one simple task for you so long as they remain close by. Onwards,
Okay.
heroes.
Now, before you decide anything, I'm going to say you can,
Okay.
if you don't use this creature in this combat, I'm going to say you can bank this. It'll basically just wait for you to give it an action.
Can it?
It's like loading.
What I'm trying to find out is if I can get it to take the help action here for me. I don't think I can I?
Like, give you advantage on your...
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's way more helpful than helping.
I don't know. It says can perform simple tasks that a human servant could do, such as fetching things, cleaning, mending, folding clothes, lighting fires, serving food, and pouring wine.
So what would you like it to do?
Could I get it to poke the thing in the eye to help me give Kamehameha this thing from however far away I can get on my next. Well, I guess I've got 30 feet of movement, so I would like to get 30 feet away from it, and tell the servant to go 10 feet closer to go.
10 feet.
And I don't know if that gives me advantage on my agonizing blast or not.
I'm gonna, I won't give you an advantage on it, but I will give maybe you like a +1.
Okay,
Like
cool.
it's
I'll take
yeah.
it. Any bonus is a
poke
bonus.
of damage.
One eye poke of damage.
I mean, it is called the unseen servant. So,
Oh, good one.
that's gonna be a. Oh, geez, yeah, that's a 26 to hit with my first beam of
Great.
agonizing blast. And the
Good thing you had
second
advantage.
is. I guess that's a 27. with
Okay,
that,
yeah,
first one.
that'll do.
And then this one is only it's only an 11.
So there was 11 points of damage, and then what was the first one again?
No. Sorry, it was that was to hit, both just to hit.
Oh, I see.
I
Okay.
didn't roll my damage. So.
Okay, so the first one was 20 whatever.
Yeah, 20 whatever. And it was whopping 1 point of damage.
For 2 points of damage.
Damn. Blinding damage?
Oh wait, no, 1. But I also get to add my charisma, so 4 points. 4 points of agonizing blast damage. Force damage, it's called. That's
There we
one.
go.
And then I roll to see if I go back to the ethereal plane. I do not. I am
Okay.
40 feet away from the thing.
I
Kind
can
of.
look right at you.
Yeah.
Right, I
Yeah.
shouldn't do this because it doesn't have 2 eyes. It's got like 5 eyes, so it's more like.
Oh.
Anyway, okay. Well, that was nobly done. Grilmond, I think I was going to ask what you're going to do, but I think at this point you're just going to try to break out of this thing. So if you give me a Constitution saving throw.
Yes, I will. Dirty 20, baby.
Dirty 20. Nice. What was it before a dirty 20?
17.
17. Okay, great. Yeah, so you are able to shake off the effects of this ray on you. Okay.
And that's it. That's my turn.
That's your turn. Yeah.
Damn it.
Sorry.
Okay, I'm catching my breath still.
There you go. Girrardo. Now it's not because of the Grilmond situation, and it's like how it had been rotated and everything. You're no longer in that position you had before of getting the easy backstrike at it.
Fine. But is somebody still within 5 feet of it?
No.
Oh. Guys, we
Grilmond
talked about
isn't?
this.
Yeah, shouldn't I still be? Because we just switched
Yeah, he
places.
Oh yeah, I guess you guys were in melee range. Yeah. Sorry. Yeah.
Excellent. That's all I've ever wanted, is someone to be within 5 feet of it.
Oh, right.
That's what I'm here. That's what I'm here for.
We did talk about this a lot.
Yeah. And Graystrike knows all about the 5 feet rule.
Oh yeah.
It's a whole thing. We have a cheat code for it. Cheat code? Shorthand for it in Thieves' Cant.
That's right.
But I am going to position myself so that I am between Graystrike and this creature.
Okay.
Because I'm not sure what's going on with him at this moment.
Okay.
And I'm going to Flame Tongue Rapier it a little bit more. That's a 19 to hit.
Oh, okay, that'll do. Yeah.
Alright, here we go. Lots of dice. So, 11 piercing,
Oh my gosh.
followed by 12 more piercing,
Oh my gosh.
followed by another 5 points of fire.
Describe how you will finish off this
Ooh.
weird, aberrant undead monstrosity.
I think I'm gonna do some, like, in my very finesse, because rapiers are very finesse, so it's going to be a quick flick one eye stalk, flick another eye stalk, flick, and then just like jam it right in its brain.
Nice.
Yeah.
Okay. So yeah, there's 3 like left eye stalks all around the corpse of it, or continuing corpse of it because it was already dead. Yeah. So with that,
and then I actually
is
give
over.
Graystrike his inhaler.
Oh, thank you. Oh. Nice work out there.
You too. Yeah. And all of you.
Yes.
Jim is on a different plane, I think.
I'm just flickering back and forth.
He did this when we played basketball as children. It was really weird. It's hard to pass him the ball when he
Seems
does
against
that.
the rules. I don't know.
Yeah.
So not that we're under pressure cooker of time or anything like that, but I'm gonna say let's get straight back to the lab because I know there's other stuff that we want to do before the night is
Into the lab.
Yeah.
Yes.
Graystrike, kick down the door. Let's.
I want to.
Stealth
I
is
wanna
over.
try to
Wait,
use
wait,
as
wait.
much of
Let's
this
see if we
blink
can,
spell
let's
as I
see if we
can.
can open it.
I'm also going to take just a brief pause because I think there's some noise happening on my line that I'm going to take care of.
Uh-oh.
Can anyone else hear what's going on my end?
Some shuffling of perhaps a cat of some kind?
Yes.
Feels like a
Perhaps.
portfolio is being looked through.
I've got to
yes.
go. I've got to go displace a displacer beast, and it should take me no more than 30 seconds.
Great.
Be right back.
Just like
Right.
how quickly we took care of that eye stalk creature.
In that time, we could talk about the delicious zero-issue beers that we're drinking here. I've got the
This is an ad break.
IPA, which has it's got a nice, rich, like sweet flavor.
Earthworm.
Oh.
Earthworm. Who are you talking?
Oh.
Yeah, there we go.
Nice.
Yeah, what have you guys got there? Grilmond?
I have the same one that our illustrious DM had, the cyber hack.
Oh yeah.
Sour Northeast Pale.
And our MC has a different one.
I have, get this. It's their 42nd issue beer, and the theme is Hitchhiker. It's a pan-galactic gargle blaster. Fantastic.
And
I
it
love
matches your background.
I know,
I
so
get it.
perfectly that I almost couldn't see it when I first pulled it up.
It's a gargle blaster.
All right, onward, heroes.
Thanks, Calvin.
And thanks everybody for your patience as I dealt with that.
I hope the cat's okay.
Oh, he's fine. Yeah, he's literally just like I found something I shouldn't be playing with. I'm gonna go look for something else I shouldn't be playing with. But anyway, so
What a
yes,
good kitty.
he's a very good kitty.
All right, so we go to the door. I
Yeah.
check to make to see if it's if it just opens or not.
It does just open.
Great.
Yeah,
Great.
Yeah, always walk
Yeah.
straight in.
Thank you.
I give a thumbs up to Maikar. Like,
Yeah, thank you, Starsgaard.
Good
My
thinking.
adrenaline got to my head a little.
Hey, Girrardo, didn't you have a trap? Were you looking for traps?
Oh yes, I'm looking for traps. I knew
Yes.
that the door was not trapped. That was already determined. Sorry, I
Then let's
should have
go
said
in.
that out loud. I forgot.
I open
So-
the door and I roll in with my spear.
Okay.
I
Okay,
roll in
so-
very slowly.
You okay, two of you roll in.
My
currently, what
ghostly
you can see
ethereal form ghosts it.
ghosts in. Okay, 3 of you are in there now.
Girrardo just walks in. I...
Okay, as you all step inside,
Flaming rapier in hand.
there is a bright flash. And so, as you walk inside, you can immediately see that you're in a very general room. The door you just came through, and a door on the other side. A small wooden table, but with a flash, all of a sudden, everything that you're seeing has reversed. So the table is now on this side of the room, and the banners that you saw that were by the table, that are hanging on the wall by the table, are now on this side of the room. And the mirror that you saw that was previously on your right is now on your left.
Anyone
Looking
else
at
see
the
world
mirror.
change?
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, Earthworm James, you were asking if asking what? Sorry.
Just like looking at the mirror and noticing if it like is exactly a mirror or if there's anything fishy. I cast detect magic at will again.
So
Always.
magical. It's so magical. The what you can tell actually is that where it's actually you don't even like you can tell that the mirror is magical, but you can also tell that that obviously the reflection of all of you is just the four of you looking surprised at the mirror, frozen. Like it's not your reflections aren't moving with you.
Oh.
Hey,
My
guys.
My reflection's not moving.
Yeah.
How's your detect magic working there, Jim?
Great question.
God. Can I try and grab the mirror?
It's a full wall mirror. Like it's encompasses the whole wall.
That's a big mirror.
Yeah. So what type of magic am I seeing? Because I get the location and the type.
The location and the type. It's a bit of a mix of like illusion and like a transmutation, or like teleport.
I cast Dispel Magic.
That impact has no direct effect on this experience.
It's a good thought, though. No.
I cast Agonizing Blast 2 times.
Oh. At
That's,
the mirror?
At what?
Yeah, at the mirror.
Oh.
It's 14 to hit.
Well, the mirror can't dodge. So
And another 14 to hit.
okay.
Should I roll damage?
Yeah. Give me some damage for that.
I love hitting
One.
inanimate objects.
Oh, jeez. Well, I guess I'm not rolling that one. That's 6 plus 3 is 9 on the first, and a 2 plus 3 is 5 on the second.
So 5 and 9.
9 to 5.
9 to 5.
Agonizing Blast all day, all night.
So the scorching ray with where you hit it, like it's a wall mirror, so it can't move in any way to get out of the way. So you just hit it directly. Your ray makes a part of that mirror kind of like bulge and shift, like if you were heating glass, but it hasn't broken it.
Can I touch the mirror?
Yep. Yeah, when you touch it, it feels like you're touching a window.
Can I touch the table?
You can, yeah.
And it's where it looks like it is.
Yes.
Can I do like a perception check to see what's going? Sorry, you go ahead, Maikar.
Well, I was gonna check the other wall that has tapestries on it, but did have a mirror on it. And I want to run my hand along to see if I feel tapestries or if I feel any other mirror.
So, just to be clear, so when you guys came in, there was like a wall on this side with tapestries and a table, and then flash of light, and now you're in another room that has wall on this side, tapestries, and a table. So you're running your hand along the tapestries on that side. Is that what I understand?
Oh, yeah, yep.
Great. Great. Well, so and also these tapestries have that same symbol that was on the sash that you guys have stolen.
It's on my sash.
Yeah,
Oh.
the sash amongst the many sashes. So it's got that same symbol on it. And as you run your hand along the sashes, you do find a hidden alcove, and inside that alcove is a small key.
I tell that to my party.
Oh, you found a key?
Yeah, I would
Didn't
take
you
that
say
key.
something about a key that Reuven was
the
The
blueprint.
key to the warehouse.
Or at the
Well,
Where's
I'm
the key?
sure the SFC would appreciate them at least having heat, you know.
We're taking it, Girrardo, or should I put it back?
You just give it to me. Here, I'll take that. Thank you.
Throw it at him.
Oh, I catch it.
It's a super.
I take the wall hanging. Like a cape.
You take the whole. Okay, all right. All right.
Can I
Not the
do
one
a
that had the hidden, the other one.
Can you do what? Sorry, what were you going to ask, Girrardo?
I was gonna ask, can I do like a perception check to see if we are like in the same room that we came in, like, or what is it the same room and stuff has switched, or have we teleported to a different room?
I'm going to ask you if you can, like, so you're right now you're like basically looking either in the room you're in or you're looking at the mirror version of the room.
Right.
So I want you to tell me what are you looking at to be perceptive at is kind of what I want to know.
I guess looking at the mirror room to see what. Obviously something has happened and I don't understand it. I'm trying to figure out like if we are. Like, is the door still behind me?
Yeah, there is still a door behind you, but it's an inverse of the door you went through.
And is it open still?
No, it's closed.
Like the door was open, and then everything switched, and the door is now closed.
Yes, the door on your side is closed, and the door on the mirror side is open.
Interesting.
But give me that perception check.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, this is interesting, for sure. I'm terrible at perception, just so everyone knows. That's a 7 minus 1, so that's a 6.
The door is definitely closed on this side.
I would like to try and open the... Well, I'd like to check for traps around this door, and then try and open it, if there...
Okay. Yeah, give me your thief skill check.
23.
23? Okay. Yeah, so you don't find any traps on this side, but what you also can tell is that this door is like a fake door. Like it's not actually. There's nothing on the other. There's no. Like it's like a wall behind it. It's like a false door.
So I confirm with the party that we have switched rooms. Like it seems like the room that is the mirror is probably actually a window, looking at the other room. I'm making some wild assumptions. I'm not very wise.
That sounds
Wow,
great.
you're great. Girrardo, you're so wise.
Do we have any? Are there any other points of egress in this new mirror room?
There is the other. So like when I said when you guys came in, there was the door you came in, and then there's the door ahead it like on the other side. There is also that other door on the other side.
I would like to go take a look at that door.
Okay.
Do I notice anything suspicious or off or entirely normal about that door?
I can go try it for you.
Yeah, that's the thing. Is anybody going to try it? Like, or James, do you want to do anything specific in your search?
I don't trust this shifty bullshit. I would like to take a look for any traps or anything like that. Having learned from Girrardo about looking for the nooks and crannies where traps might usually live.
I'm sure we talked about that on the road here. Was always check doors for traps.
Rule number 1:
Yeah.
check doors for traps. Rule number 2: check the doors for traps.
Rule number 3: check the doors for traps.
Rule number 4: don't talk about rule 1 through 3.
Rule 5: check the traps for doors.
That's the one.
Okay, so yeah, are you going to give me like a I'm not sure, maybe like a wisdom?
Perception?
Investigation, I think. You're doing some puzzling here.
That would be a dirty 20.
A dirty 20. Okay.
Yes, sir.
This door is not from what you can gather, it's not trapped. It is locked.
There a keyhole?
There is a keyhole.
I make the whistle over to Girrardo. The one that means, hey Girrardo, this door is not trapped, but it has a lock on it.
How does that whistle sound?
Yeah, what is that whistle?
This is unfair because Eric can't whistle. James can whistle. So that's it. That's it. Grilmond.
Wow.
Grilmond's got it.
I must have taught it to Graystrike as well.
That was amazing.
Maikar harmonizes with the whistle.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yep. So Girrardo, you head over.
I rolled a 25 for Thieves' Tools check.
Okay, great. So are you like picking the lock, or are you?
Yeah, I'm gonna pick the lock.
Okay.
He's checked for traps and he feels.
Didn't you just
confident.
get a key? Why don't you try that key you just found?
Oh, why?
I don't
Picking
know.
is way more fun.
Yeah.
Okay,
Keys are
fine.
a last resort.
I'm like half a click away from finishing picking this lock, and I'm like, okay, we'll try the key, and if it doesn't work, then I'll finish picking it.
Great. Great plan.
Okay. So the Maikar, do you provide the key?
Oh, I
You
threw
already
it
did.
to him a while
You threw it
ago.
to him.
Yeah.
Oh, that's right. Yes. I'm sorry. Yeah.
I just do this all while I'm like, fine, grumble.
That's
Try
I think
the
why.
key.
That's why I assumed you didn't try the keys, because you were doing all of this. And then you like literally.
Gerardo naturally, he doesn't even have a key to his own house. He just picks the lock in every day.
And picks it closed behind him.
That's how good a lockpick is.
Oh my god! If this were like Eberron and you had some sort of like automotive like steampunky thing, I'm imagining you like locking your car with this.
Yeah, totally.
Okay.
Screwdriver for an ignition, whatever.
So that was amazing. All right, so yeah, the key slides in perfectly, turns in the lock.
You're right, Graystrike.
Yep. And then as it turns, there's another flash. You guys all appear on the normal side, the side you came in on, of that mirror room.
Excellent, nice one.
And
We solved it.
And the door opens.
Mirror puzzle?
Starsgaard,
Right, let's go home.
check behind that tapestry, see if there's another key.
Oh, right, we are here to get things.
There's stuff here. Mission,
I
everyone.
I check, and I put down my step stool, and then I check up above it.
That's right, you're carrying that.
Thank God you have that thing.
Oh my gosh. Okay. So as you check behind those tapestries, these walls are actually perfectly flat. There's no alcove in them. So that was just on the mirror side.
But the door is open.
The door is open. Yeah.
Is there another door?
Yeah,
Like
the
in
door
the
that
other
we
room?
used with a key on, is that still in this room we first entered in?
Yes. Like you were on one side of the mirror. Now you're back on the side you came in on, and the door that was opposite you is open. The door back in that mirror world side is still closed. Maikar?
When I took the tapestry to wear the cloak, is the mirrored tapestry also taken?
No, it's not. Yeah, it's
There's two
like so.
tapestries here, one in the mirror world.
Yeah, so you've got the mirror world tapestry as your cloak.
Is it backwards, circle, and triangle?
Well, I mean, it's a the logo
Is it
is
on
the
the-
same no matter which way you flip it. So you can't.
My
tell.
car doesn't understand symmetry. It's fine.
But actually, since you mentioned this, there is writing in Elvish on it, and the writing in Elvish is backwards.
Can I read it?
You can, yeah. It says the Moon Court.
Do I know if the Moon Court is at all related to Titania and my my Archbay patron?
No, if anything, it's more connected to the gang from the Elvish gang that's coming in, because they're calling themselves the Fairy Court. So they're trying to but the logo that they're using is from from other Elvish mythology.
They stole the logo?
Moon Court was
Nasty
probably
logo.
trademarked.
Mhm.
In
It's trademarked.
Candlekeep. Yeah.
Must
Maikar walks
Moon Court is an old play that I used to watch with Harry Anderson. Anyway.
Lovely. Maikar walks through the door.
Maikar walks through the door. Great. Okay. So, Maikar, you're looking at a room. You're now in a new room. This is actually quite a large room, 3 stories high. The walls are made of kind of a golden-hued metal, There's a plinth rising up about up into the center, about maybe almost halfway up to the ceiling. There's a cauldron of fire on top of it. One might say a brazier, perhaps, or my earlier confusion.
Fireplace?
Of the fireplace. There's like there's a completely open fireplace on top. And along the wall on 4 sides are spigots, like these big like pipes leading down. And then there's another door on that side of the room.
Pipes facing down, and then of course, and like a tall plinth, which Kunji knows what it is, but Maikar's not sure what that is. It's just like a column.
Yeah.
With like a fire on top. The fire's lit.
Exactly. Yeah.
Okay.
And the metal floor is a grate. Or rather, the floor is a metal grate, and it's sort of about maybe a foot above the bottom layer of the floor, like of the main floor.
What's the quality of the grate?
It's great.
Nailed it. Episode over.
Yes! I've been waiting for that rim shot the whole night.
Okay, Maikar goes and tries to open the other door.
Maikar goes straight across to open the other door?
Yeah, across the great grate.
Okay, Maikar is on his own mission now.
So it is firmly locked.
James yells after, like, oh, wait. Oh.
What?
Rule number 1 and 2 and 3, man. I mean, person. Sorry.
Rule number 5 is check the floor for traps. Rule number 6 is check the floor for traps.
I try and open the grate.
No.
There's no hinge or anything to pull on.
I look for a door in the plinth.
Give me an investigation roll.
That is an 18 on the dice and a 0 for my wisdom.
0 for my wisdom. Which is to say that your wisdom is not 0, just that it's not adding any modifiers.
Oh, there you go. Yeah.
It's not
Great.
Subtracting anything either, though.
Yeah.
I'm perfect. Okay, great. So what you do actually notice is you look at the plinth, and especially when you went to the other side of the room and then looked back, that you do see at the plinth there is a so it seems like it's a solid piece of metal, but at the bottom underneath the grate is a hole. Is like a hole about like maybe that big around.
There's a door.
That's great.
Oh, Maikar like spits down the hole.
That is an interesting choice. I can't make up anything for that. I can't.
It
You spit down the hole.
disappears.
It disappears, exactly. While my car is doing all of this, does anyone else have anything that they'd like to do?
I'd like to investigate these pipes and see where they are
Okay.
coming from and...
Does my spit hit him?
No. Because you were aiming down at the plinth, the base of the plinth. Anyway, so okay, Girrardo, you're looking at the pipes. They look like it just looks like anything that you'd use to pump water down into a vessel of some kind.
Okay.
Yeah.
And these are like beer tap spigots on this thing?
Bigger.
Okay.
Like this would be more like if you were going to be filling a pool with it.
Okay. And where are these pipes coming from?
From out of the wall.
From the wall that one of the doors is in, or the other walls?
All four walls have one spigot kind of coming out, one pipe coming out.
Oh, okay.
Would I be able to fit inside of the spigot to crawl inside?
No. It's like it's actually about as big as the hole for the at the bottom of the plinth.
Nice.
What if we just put my car in one of these holes anyways?
In one of the holes.
I mean, like you could fit his arm in it, perhaps.
Would it stick there? Would he be stuck there?
My car's like waiting for the go ahead from Girrardo.
No, we don't do that.
Okay.
Okay, I'll check this other door for traps.
Hey, you could pick that lock, perhaps.
Thank you.
And so, okay, Girrardo's checking the door. Maikar's spitting at the plinth. Grilmond?
How tall is this room?
About 3 feet high. And actually, are you, so,
3
like,
feet?
You're
Wait,
in
3
the room
feet.
now?
I don't even fit in this room then, if it's 3 feet high.
Sorry, 3 feet. 3 stories.
That makes more sense, thank you.
That makes a lot more sense. I was like, why is everybody so confused? 3 stories. And what you are noticing, actually, now that you're in here too, is that there are platforms every story. So there's like on the main level, there's the grate that you're at, and then there's a platform with a ladder leading up to it at the first story.
Yeah, I want to
And
go
a ladder
up.
for
I want to scamper up.
Okay, second story, and up on there's a third story level too.
I'm going to go to the second story, take a look around. If I don't notice anything, going to go all the way up.
All right.
I will do the same from the opposite side of the room.
Okay.
So if Grillman's going left, I'm going right.
Okay, so because I now know that all 4 of you are in the room, as soon as the last one of you steps in, there is a loud clunk sound, and the door to the last room is covered up by a big sheet of metal that goes straight up to the top of the room. Grillmond, you're heading up on either side. James, you're on, or James and Grillmond are heading up to the other side. Girrardo's by the door. Maikar's by the plinth, and now the pipes start to slowly pour out a sort of a yellowish greenish liquid.
Uh-oh.
Maikar, why'd you spit in it, man?
I thought it would help.
Sorry, bud.
Is this Mountain Dew?
Well, somebody should check on what they think it is.
I'll do an investigation because I'm closest.
Okay.
Maikar's like this, like waiting for the go-ahead from Girrardo.
Look, I'd like to waft it first.
You get actually a very both like a sharp acidic smell, and partially because you're a dragonborn, you can tell that it's also flammable.
I like flams.
We all
Okay.
like flams.
I could see that could be a problem. I do really like flames, so...
Is it acid?
So as it's slowly filling, it's going to basically fill, it's going to reach the grate level in about 10 minutes, and then it's going to keep going. So
Is it coming up from the base of the glim?
No, it's it's
it
pooling
draining?
around the floor and around the plinth.
And it's coming out of these pipes with
Coming
the
out of the
spigots?
pipes. Yeah, exactly.
Oh, so can I try and close the spigots?
No, well, I mean, they're it's just pipes. It's
Oh.
just a pipe going down. Now, Grillmond, you can see that up where you are, there's a wheel that you can turn.
I'd like to turn this wheel and hopefully close these pipes off.
Okay,
Do I see one as well?
You can do one as well, yeah. And Maikar, what are you going to do?
Is the acid going down where I spat?
No, it's pooling around there and it's filling.
So my spit went down, but the acid didn't?
Well, whatever acid went in there, it's not filling down, it's not a drain. At least, from what you can tell, it's filling up past that level.
So my spit comes back up.
There's a little bubble on top of the greenish, yellowish, acid flammable stuff. Yes. I can't believe I just said that out loud.
The spit journey.
The journey of the spit. The most complicated spittoon in the world. So Grillmond and James have turned their wheels, though the liquid is now coming faster out of the pipes that are on their walls, on the walls.
Turn it the other way.
Oh, no.
Turn it the other way.
Don't cancel.
It slows it back down to its base level, but it doesn't stop the spigot. Girrardo, Maikar, you need to decide what you're going to do in about 2 minutes, or you're going to be affected by the liquid.
Maikar looks at the flame and then sneezes at it, casting Warding Wind.
Nice.
And what does that do?
20 miles per hour blows around it. It extinguishes unprotected flames in its area that are torch-sized. It hedges out vapor, gas, or fog. I'm trying to blow it out. Would that blow it out?
Yeah, you can blow it out.
Hell yeah.
Okay. The water still, or the acid stuff is still pouring out. You've got now maybe 1 minute to decide what you're
Climb
going to
up
do.
get up here, you fools!
Yeah, I'll go towards the
flames
stairs.
out. Isn't that the puzzle? That's the puzzle.
I mean, it won't light us on fire. That's a good call.
Okay, I'll go to the other wall.
I'll go to Graystrike's side.
Okay.
Earthworm.
Can I ask a quick question? Is the plinth the same level as where we are currently, or is it at the 3rd level?
So are you on the 2nd level?
I thought so.
Okay, yeah. So I thought you were on the 3rd level. I thought you were climbed up right at the top. But
well, I did, but that was before I knew there was things to do on the 2nd level.
Sorry, those wheels are on the 3rd level.
Then I am at the 3rd level. Sorry.
Yes, that's kind of what I figured. And same with James. Yeah.
How tall is the plinth? Is
wheels?
basically.
Oh, the plinth is basically reaches the top of the 2nd, like it is 2 stories high. So if you're on the 3rd story level, you're like, it's like as high as you are, kind of thing.
Gotcha.
This is flammable. The whatever this stuff is, it's flammable. So
Yes.
Are there more wheels?
Yep, there are wheels where Maikar and Girrardo are now too, because you guys are all on different platforms that are like there's 4 platforms. You've all basically
There's
raised
4
up.
wheels, 4 spigots, 4 platforms.
4 people. Interesting.
If we all turn the wheels at the same time, will that do it?
Seems like a good try.
Let's
Always
try
check
it.
for traps.
Teamwork.
Hey, count us down, Graystrike.
All right, in 3, 2, 1, turn!
Okay, so everybody's turning their wheels, and the water is flowing, or the liquid is flowing out as fast as it possibly can. The water level actually goes past the spigots, and then you just see like the water churning as the spigots rise. It's rising, like it rises past that 1st story level platform, starts to rise higher and higher up to the edge of where that brazier is.
Mm-hmm.
And then as it reaches that top, like just as it reaches the top edge of the brazier, not even like it wouldn't have even touched the flame yet, but just as it reaches that top level, there's a swirling sound, and then it starts sucking quickly back down right towards the center of the plinth, right towards that hole, and it gets sucked right down to the bottom.
Phew.
Dodge that
It's
bullet.
like
With
it's
my
like
spit.
the what's shit. Never mind. Sorry, I forget the name of the valve. That's cool.
Great
Sorry,
story as
Eric,
always,
Eric.
Earthworm.
Eric appreciates that. James has.
Earthworm is full of great stories. I always appreciate them.
So as the liquid drains down, the big metal doors that came up and protected both doors descend, and you hear a click from that door that was locked on the other side, like the door that was furthest from where you guys were coming.
Aha! Onward to the next room.
Why do I get the feeling we did something not right?
What? I don't know. It seems good to me. No more evil liquid, and the door's open. Let's go.
All right. Well, let's go.
Let's go.
I open the door.
All right.
So
did you check it for traps first?
No.
Rules
running out of
1, 2,
time.
3, and 4.
So he opens the door. I'm going to speed this up a bit because we're getting close to the end here.
Yes.
Mucho, hey. So when you open that door, actually, this door opens into a small, modest office that has like just a bundle of papers everywhere. It's got like invoices and lists for what the fairy court's got planned, and it's also got another portfolio that has the blueprints for the experiences you guys have just gone through, and the shipping orders, as well as a key to the warehouse where they're going to be storing all of this like flammable liquid.
Interesting.
I am going to just to speed this up because I know we're getting close here. Girrardo, this will be the mission that they will send you on to go get this flammable liquid. It'll be a very dangerous mission, and this might be part of what leads you inevitably towards Candlekeep in the future.
Interesting.
So I know we've kind of rushed past the near the denouement here, but I would like to just take a moment. You are 4 really cool, stealthy dudes who have just accomplished a ton of stuff, how do you leave this laboratory on this moonlit night as the night draws to a close and as your mission for the Silver Forgers Conclave is successful?
In this office, is there any other like windows or anything aside from the door we came in?
No, it's like a little almost like a cubicle in a way.
Can't jump out the window. Cool. Then.
Are there still like flammable liquid in the last room, like residue?
Yeah, there's residue for sure.
I think there's maybe we're gonna build a little fuse here. I have a rope.
Can we walk away real slowly while someone flicks a cigarette behind us?
I think we can.
Yeah, that's the right move.
But we do collect the blueprints and the papers. And
yes, you do.
Oh,
yes.
yeah,
we take all the paper, of course.
And Calvin, you're muted, my friend.
Yeah, before you guys get all excited there, and Maikar, just as you get that look on your face, you have received a squeak, which means that ghostly hand shows up again. You're going to feel its hunger as it reaches out uncontrollably towards another creature. Onward, heroes.
Grillmond.
I dodge.
I don't know if you can dodge this one.
Damn it.
Actually, no. Give me a DC check.
A what?
A dexterity check.
Oh.
Yeah.
Ooh, nat 20.
Nat 20. Well, okay. So this like ghostly hand floats towards you inadvertently from Maikar, but as you jump out of the way, it sort of descends slowly instead and decides to hold on to Maikar's spit that's still connected to the bottom of the plinth. Maikar, you take 1 point of necrotic damage in sympathetic magic from that hand. And with that, I'm going to say I love that idea of all of you walking away from this lab as you explode it.
With a ghost hand carrying some spit.
And that is the end of you can't pick your friends, or you can't pick your family, but you can pick your locks. You can pick your friends.
And you can pick your nose.
But you can't pick your friend's nose.
And you can't pick up your
Without
spit.
consent.
Excellent work, everyone. This concludes our 16th episode of Pages and Mages. So, guys, it's time to announce our Yeti Minis winner. We had some fantastic squeakers in the audience.
Yeah.
I have a D4 right here, so it's time to let the fates decide. And our winner is Doobie Doo.
Doobie Doobie Doo.
Yeah, you're gonna win a
What a good
fantastic
squeaker.
mini from Yeti Minis. I realize we haven't actually announced what it is, and Jason was supposed to tell us.
I think he's also dealing with a cat right now.
He's also dealing with a cat right now.
It's
So,
a print of Jason's cat.
I know what it is.
That would be fantastic.
And
Oh,
what is it?
the voice of God.
It's a zombie beholder.
Oh.
Is that what we fought?
That's what we saw.
That is pretty fantastic. All right, so Doobie Doo, you are winning a zombie beholder. A zombie beholder.
Wait, what's
from
that sound
Yeti
related to?
Minis. Doobie Doo, send us an email at d20initiative@gmail.com and we will hook you up with your mini. Thank you so much to everybody who tuned in to watch us live, and only a slightly smaller but still impactful shout out to the folks who are watching this on YouTube at a later date. We still appreciate you. We love you so much. A hearty tavern cheer to our illustrious squeakers, our volunteers, Doobie Doo, Chickadee X, Marcia, and Beguyver. We salute you. Thank you to Jason Mehmel for building this super special one-shot. He's off wrangling a cat right now.
You'll see our applause when he tunes into the YouTube channel.
Thank you to DJ Emma Breaker for the sound and for being the voice of God. And to this evening's excellent cast, Our returning D20 cast members, Alan Johnson and Justin Bourne. Thank you so much for joining us. Anything you guys want to plug on this special episode?
I would actually. If anyone out there likes trivia and fantasy things, I'm doing Lord of the Rings trivia this week online. So if you want to gather your team and see how well you do playing Lord of the Rings trivia, I do online. I do a weekly online trivia with Tailspin Trivia is my moniker, and you can follow me on Instagram at YYC Trivia if you want to know more about it. But that's happening this Wednesday.
Nobody should bother competing because I'm just going to win.
Oh boy! All right.
Actually, the last time you did one of those, I was ashamed by how much I didn't know.
Yeah.
Perfect. Justin, anything to plug?
No, I'm boring.
D20 Initiative. Keep tuning in here. That's
this. I do this. Come back, please.
Okay, and the rest of our special guest cast members, Eric Svilpis. Is there anything you'd like to plug, Eric?
Yeah, I'm a musician by trade when I'm not playing Dungeons and Dragons with an assortment of people. So if you need music production, any recording, any composition, or I also do instruction. I teach guitar, bass, drums, piano, ukulele, all kinds of things. So hit me up at Instagram or on Twitter at Evius Studios, EVIUSSTUDIOS.
Excellent. Okay, and our other special guest, Kunji Ikeda. What would you like to plug for us, Kunji?
Yo, I'm an actor and dancer in town, and I like to do things. I do at Cloud Sway. Does this work?
Yeah, that worked perfectly.
Other
Yeah,
side.
we see it. It's on the other side of your screen, but yeah.
Book.
Go this way.
Yeah, cloudsway.ca.
Other way.
Oh,
Just move your fingers.
Move your fingers.
There
Nope.
we go.
Other
There we
way.
go.
Just
Right
plug
there.
it. Just plug
Other
it.
Other way. No,
Maikar. Rule 2.
thank you so much for having me, D20. It's super fun. Super appreciate it. I had tons of fun. Looking forward to what y'all do throughout the rest of the season.
All right. Well,
Before we go,
ahead, Jason.
I just realized we didn't mention what kind of mini we're giving away.
We did because Emma knew, and so she told us while you were away.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Spoiled it.
Never mind. Congratulations.
Yep, congratulations, Doobie-Doo. Don't forget to send us that email. I have, of course, been Calvin DiSilva, your master of ceremonies. You can tune into the next episode of Pages and Mages. It's going to be another one-shot on May 3rd. Same time, same place. Jason's going to be back as DM, but we might have an entirely new cast. Very exciting.
I mean, the level of hijinks in this adventure is going to be hard to beat.
It's true,
That
but
was our goal.
Jinx.
we always try to top ourselves. So until next time, stay safe, stay well, onward, heroes.